What's quaking, people? Welcome to Nerd Base, a safe haven for nerds and otaku of every caliber. I'm Count Richard Quake.
I'm Shinigami420.
And I'm Soloz.
All right, we're back.
We are.
Elephant in the room. Reaper's not here.
Ooh, yeah.
Reaper's not here. Reaper has a lot going on in his life. He's very hard to get a hold of. We wish him luck, and hopefully he can be back with us soon. But we have a newcomer.
How's it going?
This is Shinigami.
This is.
Shinigami's going to be joining us for now. Even hopefully when Reaper comes back, we will still have Shinigami with us. A nice little family we're growing here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, everyone be nice. Be gentle. He's new.
Nice.
Please.
Please.
That's actually out of character. Berate him. Berate him.
Berate him. So let's shake all the rust off. Tell a little bit about yourself. So you need to shake the rust off a little bit so that we can kind of catch our footing a little bit. What?
Tell me about myself. What would you like to know? I play video games. I stream on Twitch. I'm a stay-at-home cat dad.
Stay-at-home cat dad. I love it.
Yes. That one kind of just came out at the top of my head there. But yeah, nothing too special about me. I just try to be who I am, be the best person I possibly can be, and have fun while I can.
I love it. And as this is relatively an anime-centric podcast, for the most part, we will veer every once in a while. What's your anime taste? What's your favorite anime?
My favorite anime. Really got to put that one on me, don't you?
I do. That's what I do.
There's only one right answer.
There is only one right answer. It's not the same as Solo's, probably.
Well, everyone's entitled to their wrong opinion.
Well, let's hear yours.
Mine would happen to be, it would have to be Dragon Ball. I'm not even gonna lie.
I can't argue with you. I can't.
The Dragon Ball series.
Part of me wants to go, basic bitch, but part of me, I grew up with Dragon Ball. I've seen a lot of anime multiple times through. People know this. Mm-hmm. My Hero, Naruto.
Yep.
I have not seen any anime front to back as many times as I've seen Dragon Ball in my life.
And I'm gonna be me and say basic bitches.
Yeah, and we're talking Goku meets Bulma, all the way to the end of the Tournament of Power, many times. Now, obviously, the super part of it, not as many.
Okay.
But I've seen it multiple times, all the way to the end to when Goku flies off with the dragon after they fight the fucking evil dragons in Dragon Ball GT. Seen that 100 million times too. So I've seen Dragon Ball in English and Japanese so many times in my whole life. So even though I do feel like it's kind of like the basic answer, I can't argue with you because it's a huge part of my life too. So
it really truly
Full
is.
Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist.
No, Brotherhood, right?
Brotherhood, yes.
Because like I said, I love the original. I know the manga veered from the manga. Another anime I'm watching now.
Good.
Another anime that I've started, and Solo's gonna love that I've started this anime that also veers from the manga a lot. I heard is Soul Eater.
Mm-hmm.
So I have started Soul Eater.
Two series that have solid veer offs.
Mm-hmm.
Still wish they'd go back, redo Soul Eater, and actually do the actual manga ending.
Yeah.
The manga ending is amazing.
Once I finish the anime, I'm gonna go read the manga because I need to know what the difference is.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then
It's fun doing that, actually, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
See where the veer off point is.
My girlfriend, wife, life partner, love of my life. What do you want to call her? She loves Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. In fact, again, is her favorite anime opening of all time. And it's great. It's really good. It's not as good as Gurenge, in my opinion.
It was my favorite until Vinland Saga came out.
Oh yeah.
I've been reading Vinland Saga before it came out, so I have a very soft spot for that.
So Vinland Saga is just Viking One Piece, right? Anyway, so
pretty much without superpowers.
So yeah, cool. Dragon Ball. I mean, I can't argue with that. Who's your favorite character in Dragon Ball? And when I say Dragon Ball, I mean all of it, the whole scope of it. Z, GT, Super.
God, there's just so many gooders. I like. This is probably basic as well. But Gohan. He's as much as he's not like the largest character out there. Like obviously,
He was supposed
until
to
he
be.
beats Cell. Yeah, exactly. He was supposed to be, but he's just like that kind of laid back kind of dad, but at the same time, like as I've
Slightly
seen
better than Goku.
in Super, the superhero movie, yeah. Holy fuck. Would definitely do anything for his daughter, and that's something that I would aspire to be if I would ever become a dad.
I love it, and I love Gohan too. Gohan defeating Cell is one of the highlights of my anime watching career, and it was when I was a kid, obviously. But man, Gohan defeating Cell, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan was the coolest motherfucker on the block when I was a kid.
And nobody fucking knew him.
And then Saiyaman. But we won't talk about that. Speaking of Gohan, though, like you said, Dragon Ball Superhero, we're going to be talking about that a little bit later. But good God, did Gohan get his fucking come up.
Oh, fuck. Like, oh my God, yeah. Well, I'll save that for that little orgasm for later.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, my favorite character in Dragon Ball is, I'm sure Soloz remembers, is Future Trunks. As soon as Future Trunks showed up, this dude with a cool-ass jacket and a sword that sliced the fuck out of Frieza, after we spent, it felt like years on Namek trying to beat this motherfucker, and this dude shows up, goes Super Saiyan, and fucking slices him into pieces, and then blows his dad away with one beam. Who this bitch? Favorite character ever since. Also got a bit neutered, but, you know.
Mine's a bit of an odd one. It's a Goten and Trunks.
So Gotenks?
Like, but you get one and you get both. Like they're like a pair.
So your favorite character is Gotenks?
Either that or Goku Super Saiyan 4 GT.
See, GT gets a lot of shit, and I do like GT more than a lot of people do, but I don't like the first part of GT, the quote-unquote lost episodes when they're searching for the Black Star Dragon Balls. But I will say this, Super Saiyan 4 is one of the dopest transformations ever made.
Yeah.
That
and
is
it
one
needs
of
to become canon.
It really does.
It does.
Yeah.
But I will admit, like you're right. It gets a lot of shit on, but it really is like one of his better forms.
And how would you fit it into
best?
Like it can't top God or Blue. It can't.
No, obviously not.
But it might like a variant, like wild beast form, like through like the Saiyan blood kind of thing. I don't know, but they need to bring it in because it's dope. I mean, I feel like what they're doing now, especially with the Super movie, which we're not going to get into yet, but I feel like they're giving everybody their own uniqueness because it used to be, hey, here's a new Super Saiyan form. All the Saiyans got to get there now.
Yeah.
Oh, Goku goes Super Saiyan God. Now he goes Super Saiyan Blue. Well, Vegeta's got to do it too. See, that happened with Super Saiyan 4 too. So Goku's got Ultra Instinct. Dragon Ball Super manga spoiler slightly. Vegeta has Ultra Ego. And
Ultra Ego?
Yeah.
Sense.
Now Gohan has his. I'm not going to see. I'm just saying. I feel like what they're doing is they're going to we're going to make everybody have their own unique time to shine instead of everyone having the same fucking hat. Which I like that. I like that approach.
Yeah, that's a good take on it.
So.
It's a much more respectable and an agreeable approach. I agree. I have to say.
Yeah.
It works off their character traits.
Exactly.
It does.
It's
Yes.
good.
It totally does. It totally does.
That makes a lot of sense, and can't argue with it.
It's like the Saiyans kind of like lost their uniqueness, especially being under the watchful eye of fucking Frieza's dad. Wow, can't even think.
Oh yeah.
Words.
Brain scrambled.
Exactly.
It's always scrambled. It's been even more scrambled lately, even more so than it's ridiculous.
All right. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. So everyone, that was Shini. He's gonna be joining us from now on. But
thank you for having me.
Let's jump back into the swing of things. I mean, normally here's what I would say: last week, so and so won the game, but it's more like last year.
Yeah.
Last year, we had a special
last year.
Our special episode where we had a bunch of people from the Discord play the game with us. We played Last Nerd Standing, and Young King won. And Young King, I think because his girlfriend really likes it, recommended Kill la Kill to us. And we did. We watched Kill la Kill 20 years ago, and now we're going to talk about it.
I've watched it about 5 to 6 times now. Because I watched it before you suggested it, and I've watched it multiple times since.
Right. Now, Shinigami, you were informed that we had to review this, so you also watched it. Why don't we start off with you? Tell us what you thought of Kill la Kill.
Well, I'm going to say, first off, for the first 2.5 minutes in, fucking, am I allowed spoilers? Like, am I allowed to say like?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
making sure. All right. So coming in, the infiltrator fucking guy tries to steal the Goku uniform. Which, by the way, Goku uniform, like that's kind of an awesome name, even though we were just talking about Dragon Ball. Anyway, so he comes in, steals the damn thing, and then he all of a sudden, the fucking 3-star Goku, fucking general, lieutenant, whatever you want to fucking call him, fucking just comes
Endeavor. Same voice actor.
Thank you. Just absolutely annihilates him after just. It was like, yes, 2.5 minutes in, I'm already in love with this movie. Our show. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, it was just beautifully done.
Yeah.
And oh, sorry, I was just gonna end off with the comedy spec of it all. Just absolutely hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it sets the tone straight off the bat.
Yeah, I will say, the stylization of it, I didn't like at first. At the very first I started watching it, I was like, this is like stupid silly, like wacky. And it was like to the point where I was like, come on, this is like, it's not even taking itself seriously. Like, I thought I wasn't going to like it. And then I got into it, and then I felt like this show knows exactly what it is. It's unapologetic about what it is. And it's going to hit you in the face with it, whether you like it or not. And I love that about this show. Especially Mako.
Did it hit you in the face?
I was going to ask the question, what's the best part of the show?
Mako. Hell yeah.
Mako.
Mako's hilarious.
Hands down.
Yes.
Yeah. That
Definitely
I literally
Mako,
I did have to make a note of that. It's like the best part of the show is Mako. I don't care what anyone says.
When she gets
Mako.
the uniform fights.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
That was
insane.
That was hilarious.
I love that.
When she gets captain of the Fight Club uniform, just like it's like, damn.
She did kind of go a little overboard, but kind of lost her head, in that headspace up there, and her family becoming all rich.
Oh, I love that. Her family's so fucking funny, though. Her family's so funny.
I love her fucking family. Like the dog, too. It's
also like they're so... It's like her dad is so stupid horny for Ryuko, and it's like... It's uncomfortable in a hilarious way. That's the best way I can put it. Like, we just gotta accept it.
Yeah. Also, something I've got to say, the dub is fucking phenomenal.
It is, and that's what I will keep on saying. When Funimation dubs an anime, that's how I'm gonna watch it. Because I love the Funimation dubs. I always do now. Like, it's just, and I recognize all the actors, Yep. And it's just like, Ryuko, I'm pretty sure her voice actor is the same, the woman who does Gon. From Hunter x Hunter. Crickets. And everyone's just realizing it.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. I'm bad with voice actors, because, like, one of my favorites is Bon from Seven Deadly Sins, his voice, but that guy's voice actor for him in the dubs and stuff, he can do whatever he wants with his voice, it sounds like.
Oh yeah.
Like, I've heard him do so much.
Like, I ended up watching the Japanese version of Kill la Kill. Yeah, I did not watch the dub. However, when it comes to animated voice acting, it doesn't normally hit me if I hear the same voices or not from one to another, because I don't actually see their actual face. I don't see their actual acting, so to speak. Like, give me a regular movie that has a decent, even not a non-known well actor. I can usually pick them out, no problem.
Right.
I was gonna say, if you want to laugh, go watch some of the voice actor for Zenitsu in the booth, like doing his lines.
The English one?
That's good fun. Yeah.
Like kind of like a bloopers kind of thing, but
well, no, it's literally just him in the booth, like doing lines and like screaming his lungs out, and it's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like he's got it's like shows you how much effort like voice actors can like put in. Like obviously not all of them do, but like just the handful that stand out, it's crazy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, to be fair, the amount of energy that they have to put into some of these shows, like considering like Dragon Ball, for example, like they go all fucking out with their fucking screams.
Oh hell yeah!
Like,
Sean Schemmel has blacked out in the booth.
Yeah.
Sean Schemmel, the voice of Goku, has blacked out in the booth.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Super Saiyan 3 transformation, which by the way, It's like one of the highlights of Dragon Ball Z. But this is a tangent a little bit. Though I grew up in late 90s, early 2000s, United States, the English dub, Americanized version of Dragon Ball Z. Yep, where they had a different opening and the OST was completely changed over. The OST was done by Bruce Falconer. It was very electronic and very like epic and more like serious and badass than the original Japanese OST. But Bruce Falconer's Super Saiyan 3 Ascension theme is so epic. It was my ringtone for a long time. I love it. But anyway, yes. Sean Schemmel, amazing voice actor. Christopher Sabat, who does like Piccolo and Vegeta and All Might and Kuwabara and all these people. Also amazing voice actor. But yeah, you know, My Hero Academia, the episode where like the All Might's big brawl with All for One in Camino, right? Where he loses everything. The United States of Smash, that part.
Yeah.
That was the episode where Colleen Klinkenbeard, who Colleen Klinkenbeard does Momo's voice. She's also the voice of Luffy. Anyone is keeping track? She's the director of the dub for My Hero, and she wanted to put GoPros in the booth for like little special videos of like watching them make the dub. And that was the episode where she decided to put a GoPro in the booth when Christopher Sabat was doing his lines. And he said, like, you're going to put a camera on me and I'm going to cry my eyes out in this episode. Because reading the script, he started crying. And he's like, I normally don't cry like this when I'm working. But you got a camera on me today.
I wish if that should be more of a thing.
Oh, it should be.
It'd be absolutely. It's like I'd watch a TV show on that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, absolutely. That's it. Really should be more of a thing to be like to see the more the inner depths of the actual artists.
Oh yeah. Hell
like a little behind the scene.
Yeah.
And voice acting I'm so interested in voice acting. I really want to do it. But it's like it's one thing to put on a voice and to read lines. But that's like 50% of the job. The rest of it is all the all that little shit you never think about that you have to do when you're voice acting.
I just want a video of this and then censor bars over them noises.
You know what I mean, though, right? Like voice acting is an art. And
100%.
Funimation are some of the big dogs in the English dub for anime. Anyway, I love it.
Yeah.
Kill la Kill. It was amazing. Like I said, it was really weirdly stylized for like the first 10 minutes, and then I was like, no, I fucking love this. It's amazing. It's hilarious. Yeah, the art style is whimsical. It reminds me kind of like the art style of Soul Eater, where it's like it's really wacky and toony.
I was gonna say it's toony. It reminds me of like a Looney Toony sort. It also reminds me of a manga I know called like Dream World or something. It's just a loony style. It's really cool.
And I like
stuff like that.
When I first watched it, I kind of like had a feeling almost like a Borderlands feel to it. If you know the yes,
in a little way.
Like the art style, yeah. And I'm not a big I love Borderlands, but I'm not a big fan of the artistry of it all.
Oh, I got
you. However, watching Kill la Kill, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. Like I know I was gonna like the show. Obviously, 2.5 minutes in, I was like, "Fucking yes, done."
Yeah.
But the art, I didn't know if I was gonna like the art style, but it came straight to my heart.
It grows on you extremely fast.
It was very fast, yeah.
First, it was like Venom. It was like Venom, just right into me.
Oh yeah, like it's jarring at first, but like and then you get it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's like the best way I can explain it is comparing it to something more recent, which is Food Wars. I had the same experience with Kill la Kill as I did when I started watching Food Wars. It was one of those, what the hell am I watching? And then I just
episode 2.
Yeah, and I was just like, well, not even then. It's like I get halfway through the episode, I'm like, okay, this show knows what it is, and it's destroying it. It's absolutely killing it, and it's fantastic.
It really did.
Oh, I love Food Wars. I love Food Wars so much. But yeah. So yeah, any other closing thoughts on Kill la Kill before we rate it?
Other than like go watch it if you haven't.
Yes,
not really.
Definitely. Guys, if you haven't seen Kill la Kill, just take the time out. It's amazing. It's not very long. Go watch it. It's a great time.
Yeah, it's
2 seasons.
24 episodes.
Yeah, I think 24.
26.
Is it? Okay.
13 episodes each.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's really not that long. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. Like, go watch it.
Yeah, do it. All right.
Yeah.
Rate it, Shini.
Out of
10. What would you rate it?
I would give it an 8.
8 out of 10. Soloz.
I'm gonna be a bitch and say, right, I'm gonna break it down. Story between 7 and 8. Animation 7, 8. Enjoyment watch 8. It's just an 8 basically across the board.
To translate, Soloz gives it an 8.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's an average of an 8 right there.
I was just felt like breaking it down a little.
I think we're pretty unanimous. I'm going to go ahead and say it's an 8.0 on the Richter scale. I think eight's a good little rating for it. It's really, really good. It's really enjoyable. It's not like the provocative, thought-provoking, like tear-jerking story or any kind of the stuff that would push an anime for my taste to like a 9 or 10. But God, it's a great watch. It's a great watch. It's.
There's one thing we haven't touched on in the show.
What?
But the lover's relationship
With the daughter?
with her daughters.
Oh, yeah. The whole. I honestly like. Okay.
That's the only reason it's actually getting knocked a little.
Yeah.
It getting up to that point where they figured out the relations of each other is like, I don't know, just like beginning of season 2. I was like, okay, this is getting to be a little family familiar kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had a feeling that her sister, what was her, the leader of the fucking whatchamacallit school.
Oh, I don't fucking remember her name.
But the one with the
I watched this a year
had
ago.
and I just watched it, a couple weeks ago. I should remember. No. The one that had the Goku suit that was supposed to be, or not the fuck. What is that damn? What are the anti-Goku suits? Whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, the
right.
What are they called?
But
yeah. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. The one that was supposed to have hers for as a wedding dress or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. I had a feel. I thought that she knew that Ryoku was like family, but clearly she didn't.
Right.
In the end of it all, but it was like I thought she did, and it's like because I thought she did, I had a feeling that's exactly, this is all gonna happen exactly like that. Like the family was just gonna, like, the mother was just gonna fucking take it all out. But as soon as they showed the episode where Ryoku was a baby and they tried to use her for the experimentation and whatnot, and she apparently died, whatever, it was like that, it all just fit right there for me. It's like, oh my fuck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about family feud.
There's the thing of I think a lot of anime can do this really, really well, where you can have a really like wacky kind of like lighthearted to an extent anime like Kill la Kill, where there's a lot of humor in it, and then they'll throw in some really serious, even darkness in there, like real.
They did.
Like, yeah, I mean they did that shit with Dragon Ball. Well, people
They
don't realize
did.
Dragon Ball Z got real edgy, but Dragon Ball was like almost a gag manga. Like Dragon Ball was super silly, and then everyone,
Yeah.
the original.
Fucking
Dragon
As
Ball.
It's like
As soon as he meets fucking Bulma, he fucking slaps her in the fucking crotch. Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
Like,
Dragon Ball
where's
was
your
super,
fucking penis?
Dragon Ball was
Like-
super silly, and then like Dragon Ball Super kind of reintroduced more of that sort of original Dragon Ball kind of silliness, which I really like about Super. But even anime like that can really throw in these like dark, sort of like serious moments and serious tone things where it's like, oh shit, yeah, things are actually real. This actually matters. These are stakes here.
Yeah, the darkness and light really has to come together.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kill la Kill does it pretty well.
It did. Kill la Kill killed it.
Ah,
Jeez.
wonderful.
So I do it again. From a mile away. I was just waiting for it.
It just had to be done. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. So let's move on.
Yes.
So, who here? Now, one of the last things we were talking about when we did the podcast before, that was right when the Netflix live-action adaptation of Cowboy Bebop was coming out. Now, I know I'm probably in the minority. I loved that show. I loved it. I thought it was awesome. I wanted it to continue. I was really into it.
Yeah.
And then they canceled
I watched 3 episodes and it disappeared off Netflix for me in the UK.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate.
I didn't see it.
Netflix has this tendency where they will put a lot of money into a show. They'll get as many subscribers as they think they're going to get from it. And then since they don't have yet ads or they don't have really any sort of outside revenue source besides their subscription service, once they've gotten what they think through their analytics is the maximum amount of subscribers for that show, it becomes it becomes too costly for them to keep the show up if they don't think they're going to get more out of it. So they will cancel shit left and fucking right. You know what I mean? The outliers are things like Stranger Things and stuff like that, who almost have like immunity. But it's unfortunate. And now Netflix is shifting into they're going to start doing ads. So you can pay less to have ads on Netflix. That's going to start happening at some point very soon. So a lot of people don't like that, but hey, A, it gives you an option to have cheaper Netflix, like people do with Hulu. And B, I think people are ignoring the fact that, like I said, this is an alternate revenue source for Netflix, a pretty damn big one. They have a lot of subscribers. So not only are they probably going to get a lot more subscribers if they do it a lot cheaper with ads, a lot of people are going to go for that. And the ad revenue on the site is going to bring them in revenue. So they're going to be able to fund things. They're going to have money coming in, so they're going to be making money off these shows. So when they spend a lot of money on a show, even though they're not getting more subscribers anymore, that show is still going to be making them money. So they may not be canceling things left and right anymore. That's the benefit, I think. But
I should just make the ads freaking commercials at that point.
That's kind of what they are. Have you seen the Hulu with ads?
Well, yeah. No, I don't watch Hulu. I never touched that.
Hulu with ads is basically just little short commercials. That's pretty much what it is. And it's not whole.
To be honest, I felt like Netflix has been dying over the past couple of years.
It has been a little bit. Stock.
I don't watch stocks.
It has been dying,
although I should. But I know freaking Disney should be growing madly.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Disney's just kind of like
buying everything.
Yeah, Disney's like
that's just because they have the money.
They're enveloping all of Hollywood, but we won't talk about that right now. But so
that's a talk for another day, right?
Yeah. So the Netflix adaptation of Cowboy Bebop was not received very well, and my personal opinion, I don't know. People like what they like, but I honestly think people wanted a direct page to screen adaptation of the original show, and they bitched and whined because it wasn't what they wanted it to be. And then that's how most anime fans are. We've talked about this ad nauseum on this podcast. Yeah, anime fans are really hard to please. I liked it. I thought it was great. It was way better than the fucking live action Netflix Death Note that they did. It was way better than that.
Which one? Okay, the Netflix version. Yes.
Yes, the Netflix one.
That one does not exist for me.
I know it should have. It's garbage.
Like I know the only good thing about that show from the not only just the trailers but things that I've heard was Ryuk's actor.
Well, Ryuk's actor was Green Goblin, Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, they chose a great fucking actor for that.
I will see your Willem Dafoe.
They sold the show on that.
I will see your Willem Dafoe, and I'll say the guy that they had play L was really, really good. L was good in the movie. That's it.
I've heard that. I haven't seen the show. I refuse to watch it.
You don't need to.
Heard L's good.
Think of Light Yagami, but instead of the Light Yagami he's angsty, horny teenager. Broody, angsty, horny teenager.
Isn't he in the different anime anyway?
No.
Kind of?
No. He's a psychopath, megalomaniac. He's not interested in girls. He thinks he's a god.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking about L.
I was gonna say
Not even L is that. I'm just saying, like,
no, Kira.
He
Kira.
kind of was.
L
Yes.
was not a horny, angsty teenager. He was a methodical,
study
calculated,
book.
fucking detective.
Oh. Okay, but there was a couple times where when Misa was involved, he kind of like put himself out there a little bit, like a little bit of humor that I thought was like
no. That way he completely was a psychopath about it. He manipulates her.
You're talking about
to
Light,
do
right?
what he wants. That's
Light,
yeah.
yes, he was. Yeah, Light Yagami in the anime, the original, portrayal of Light Yagami. He was not interested in sex or women or girls. He was interested in his fucking higher calling as a god. In the movie, it was more like, I want to make out with this hot chick, and it's going to influence my decisions. This hot chick's going to influence my decisions. And it's so not Death Note. Anyway, we're going on a tangent about fucking Death Note. But the reason that I'm bringing all this up is because Netflix is not slowing down with their anime adaptations, even though that they considered Cowboy Bebop to be a flop. They got a lot of things coming out very, very soon. A lot of anime adaptations. The very first one I'm going to start off with because I know Shinigami is going to argue with both of us about this. Because we've argued about this before. Right. But the very first live-action anime adaptation I want to talk about that Netflix is doing is Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now let's let Shini pop off and get angry and blow up a little bit about what is an anime and what isn't. Go ahead, Shini.
Well, you really want me to get all...
Go ahead.
Freaking... All right. Fucking... Okay, yeah. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not a freaking anime because it was not made in Japan.
All right, and a lot of anime are being made in other countries now. There are anime that are being collaborative efforts between Japan and America. There are French animes. There are Korean animes. Do you Solo Leveling, God of High School? All those are not Japanese.
French.
However, the meaning, the anime came from it says in the when I were to Google it, it says that it comes from the animation of recreating from manga.
Yes, it does.
From that, which
but not all anime is from manga though. Anime has evolved. There's an entire there's an entire a podcast episode about this. I'm not going to go into ad nauseum about this. Shinigami doesn't agree with us. It's my show. I don't give a shit. Avatar: Last Airbender is considered an anime to a lot of people, me and Soloz included. So I just want to let everyone know that Shini disagrees, and now we're going to move on. So we're going to talk about Avatar: Last Airbender.
I was just going to finish off with, even though I do disagree with it being an anime, I really did like the Avatar show.
One thing I will say. It is whether you agree with it or not that it's an anime. It is the closest thing the West has ever produced to an anime. The closest thing the West has ever produced to an anime, without help from Japan. Period.
The stylized,
that is fair.
Stylized look, the feel, the whole comedy, serious balance.
The anime eyes.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, they definitely do that with freaking Aang.
So here's the deal.
Yes.
It's coming out to Netflix. I believe it's coming out next year.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it is it next year? It might be next year. It's coming out soon. Let's put it that way. This was announced a long time ago. And when it was first announced, I was really excited about it because the original creators of Avatar: Last Airbender were tied to it originally. They no longer are, and they haven't been for a while. That's the only thing that makes me kind of worried about this. Is that some reason...
That's a sinking ship.
Yeah, for some reason, they did not want to be involved anymore. That kind of freaks me out. But
like how they sunk with the freaking
they
live
royally
action.
screwed that first film.
Yeah,
they didn't do it.
Reason.
They didn't do it.
That's 100% reason.
Yeah.
They don't want to do it
because they trusted M. Night fucking Shyamalan for some reason.
Yeah,
he shit the bed hardcore like he loves to do.
I was gonna say, every time I hear that name, I just hear red flags. I never hear it. Like
every once in a while, he'll make a good movie. But at this point, how do you not realize M. Night Shyamalan accidentally makes good movies? That's the best way to put it, I think.
It's definitely accidental.
Tarantino.
What?
Yeah, Quentin.
Hold on, say that again.
He's no Quentin.
Oh, thank you.
Tarantino.
Yeah, he's no Quentin Tarantino. I thought you were comparing him to Quentin Tarantino. I was like, we're gonna fight right now. We're about to fight.
Fucker, like you know, Quentin's my boy.
Yeah.
AK, Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels.
That's not Quentin Tarantino.
Fucking-
That's Guy Ritchie.
This-
Yeah.
Oh, is it bad when you were trying to say Quentin? I thought you were totally going to try to say Quantum of Solace.
Quantum of
For some
Solace Tarantino, my favorite film. So, but yeah, that Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels is Guy Ritchie, man.
Richie?
Yeah. I just blew your mind. But anyway, so Avatar: Last Airbender live action Netflix adaptation is they're wrapped up their production like in June this year. So it's wrapped. The production's wrapped. So it's gonna come out soon, probably next year, early next year maybe. So I mean,
considering the year's almost done.
I'm gonna watch it. You know, I'm gonna watch it.
I ain't.
I'm not going to hold my breath, though. Like I said, the original creators no longer want to be associated with it. That's a red flag. That's a huge red flag.
Yes. So they're also trying to make a Avatar: The Last Airbender like teens version, like in their early adolescence for 2025.
I did see that. I just recently saw that actually.
I did not hear that one.
They're like young adults. It's like
Yeah,
the
they're
main
actually
crew, but
making
they're all
a
young
film.
adults. It's after the series.
Yeah. So after the war
So-
and everything.
Yeah.
So that's long before Legend of Korra.
Yeah, long because Aang is dead in Korra, obviously, or else Korra wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah. So we're about 8 years before.
I thought Aang was like old.
No, Aang can't be alive, or else Korra
no,
wouldn't exist.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was
sorry.
gonna say
My-
you
It just
moron.
it just hit me. Okay, it's been a long time since I've actually seen.
To be fair, when I first watched Legend of Korra, I was like, "Where's Aang?" I was like, "Oh, duh! It's a reincarnation thing. He can't be around."
Am I
Yeah.
the only person who was like, yeah, no, Aang's dead. But where's the
Yeah,
group? Like,
at first, yeah.
can we still have Sokka? Can we still have like Toph and stuff? Like, I
Toph,
literally was just
Toph,
please.
first of all,
Toph and
She
Sokka
became
were
a
the only
fucking
two.
badass
She
more than
was
the
a
badass she ever
badass.
was.
the
More than
best,
she ever
and
was,
always will
though.
be.
the best character in all of the series, Toph.
By
Hands down.
far.
Hands down.
Hands fucking down. You know why hands
No
down?
question.
Because she's a fucking earthbender.
Feet down. What's your question?
Either that or Momo.
Okay, I'll give you Momo.
Okay,
fine.
Momo, yes. I will accept that too.
Yeah.
Momo was great.
One thing I will say
right.
is that the bending needs to look great
It better damn well.
because it
I
didn't
mean,
look good in the movie. That high budget M Night
Earth
Shyamalan
bending.
movie, it was out of. It was like, how do you? It's like the bending was an afterthought.
The war bending looked okay from memory, but the earth bending and the fire bending.
Oh, the earth bending was
yeah.
horrible. There's that
Yeah.
one scene,
Yeah.
that one iconic scene in the Earth Kingdom where like a line of people do like a haka dance and scream, and then
Yeah.
a pebble floats by. Like, is that really what you all just did?
Yeah.
Like, did
you
the
felt
editors,
like an
did
inch
the
thick
visual
wall of dirt.
effects artists not like watch the scene when they added the visual effects in? Like, what happened?
Yeah. Like the guy's daughter loved it, and he must have clearly watched it. What the fuck are you doing?
He did exactly.
I feel like
He said he
it-
fell in love
yeah.
with the show, and the thing is,
Exactly,
you
like-
can tell he watched it because he tried to beat for beat the story, and any filmmaker will let you know you really can't beat for beat a TV show into a movie because it's going to get rushed because it's too long. He tried to beat for
Even a
beat and
book.
cram it into the end of the first book into one movie. And
Yeah.
he did. Now, a lot of people bitch about, oh, they took too many creative licenses. They didn't make it like too much like the original. In my opinion, the Avatar: Last Airbender movie failed because it didn't take enough licenses. It didn't adapt it into a movie enough. Your main character, the lead of your movie, is a little boy who can't act. That's horrible. He can't act.
Yeah.
Your lead can't act. That's like the fucking the Beauty and the Beast movie. It's a musical, and your lead is Emma Watson. Emma Watson is gorgeous and a great actress, but she can't really sing very well. How is your
she's not
lead
very well known,
actress in a
Fair.
musical not a singer?
Yeah, they
I-
should have used that
I-
voiceover.
I'll accept that though. Like if
But at
like
least she can
even if the
act.
lead's not a singer because she can act.
Yeah.
Act.
But like, and this kid was a great martial artist. That's why he got the role. So all the martial arts moves he was doing were real, and it was him, and it looked great. But he can't act, so his lines sucked. And Shyamalan took a day off directing all the fucking actors because he had good actors in this movie who delivered their lines like wood because they weren't getting direction. Obviously, it's ridiculous how wooden and lifeless that movie was. But yeah, no, I just really hope that this Netflix version kind of like learns from the mistakes of that movie because it was really bad. I know one thing that they're doing is that they're trying to highlight Asian actors, which is really cool, but because of that, I don't really know anybody that's cool. In the movie.
Yeah, they're all new.
I know some of them, but not like the kid that plays Aang is literally a kid. He's very young, which is good because Aang's like what, 12? Well, he's 112, but you know what I mean.
I think, he's like is it 10? I can't remember.
No, he's 12.
He's 12. And this kid is 13, it looks like. If I'm looking at his name is Gordon Cormier. If I'm pronouncing his name correctly. I may not be, who knows. But he's been in shit before. He's been in movies. He was in The Stand and Lost in Space. So he's acted. So he can act, apparently. So that's a good thing. I do know one thing I really like, that George Takei, if you don't know who George Takei is, he was Sulu in the original Star Trek series. Oh my, George Takei. He's doing the voice of Ko. Ko is the like the face stealing demon in the spirit world. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah,
that can work.
I just like that George Takei is gonna be in it at all. So there's that. But yeah,
like I know the name.
Oh yeah.
I will.
Ow.
Well, I will finish off by saying I will definitely watch the show just for the critics aspect of it. However, I'm very on the edge of whether or not I'm going to like it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to like it either. Like that's the thing. I want to like it. I really want to like it. That brings me to the next thing that we're going to talk about, which is another thing that they're doing that I'm super nervous about. I really want it to be good, but there's a lot against it, and it's One Piece.
I'll say it. Yep, there it is.
Waiting for that one.
One Piece. Now listen.
Oh, we're listening. We're not even going to interrupt you on this
if
one.
If Netflix can't pull off Cowboy Bebop, which doesn't have a lot of superpowers, there's some spacey stuff, you know, some special effects, but you got a dude that stretches. You got a dude whose legs catch on fire. You got, I mean, there's so
free heads out of nowhere.
It's so cartoony.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard. And one thing I talked about this before: stretching powers are hard to make look good. In the biggest budget movies, it doesn't look good. Like Mr. Fantastic, exactly. In those the 3 movies that have tried, beside, we're not counting Doctor Strange 2. We're not counting that because he wasn't in it very often. He wasn't in it very much, I should say. And it looked all right.
It was in there like 30 seconds.
It looked all right, but he did stretch. It looked all right, but it was still like, it's Uncanny Valley, you know? But that's one of the reasons why, a little bit of a tangent, is one of the reasons why I kind of liked that they didn't do the same power set for Miss Marvel. Those of you who don't know, Miss Marvel's powers in the comics are she's a polymorph. She can stretch and grow her limbs and stuff. And they kind of gave her in the show like this crystalline energy power that she can then use as big limbs and stuff. So it looks like she's using her comic book powers, but she's not stretching her actual body, so it doesn't look fake.
Smart.
It's smart, yeah. People bitched about it, but I think it was a good idea because it wouldn't have looked as good. On a TV budget, stretching, that's what bothers me the most. It's Netflix. Netflix has money. Somehow they're hemorrhaging too, but this kid stretching, I don't know how it's going to look. I'm worried about that. I'm worried they're not going to do it much. That's what also worries me, is that either it won't look good or they'll know it won't look good, so they won't do it very much. And that's Luffy's whole fucking thing.
I was about to say, how can they not do it much? He's stretching like every other scene.
All I'm going to say is Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, fuck.
What did you say?
I'm going to say Dragon Ball Evolution. That's all I'm going to say.
And I'm gonna say again, what did you say?
What I'm gonna say is, just
That
they
movie.
can adjust powers and quirks and shit like that for live action because it won't look right to them, and then the product sucks. So, also
Sorry,
another
but
thing.
that
this is a little weird, I
that
guess,
Dragon Ball.
but the actor that's playing Luffy doesn't speak English very well, and he's the lead. So I don't know how.
I mean, there's a reason for that. It's because the show's meant to be based in. Well, what was the reason again? I can't remember.
Words.
They wanted
like the
different
character.
races for all the characters. They wanted different ethnicities and shit for all the characters, and I get that. I like that.
I think that's not just Netflix. I think that was the author
Well, yeah,
decision.
that's one thing. That's one thing that I do. Now we were saying that the original creators of Avatar were not going to be involved in that, and that was worrisome. Oda is directly involved in this. Oda, the mangaka for One Piece, he's directly involved in this. That's the one thing that gives me hope. Now, and I think it was his idea. Like, they wanted a Hispanic guy for Luffy. They wanted an Asian guy for Zoro. They wanted a black guy for Usopp. And like they made it like a very like varied cast, which I like that. But I just worry that we're gonna have like this guy's really charismatic and he's our lead, but then we're gonna have to feed him lines, and it's gonna fall flat. And it happens a lot when you have a really good lead who just can't really speak the language that well, but you want him because he looks good. And then it's like, oh, he doesn't get a lot of lines, or when he does, they're very obviously coached lines. And like, I just hope that doesn't happen. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Even if like coached, the kid doing it seems very, very happy to be doing it.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
I think he will do anything to get that shit right.
Oh yeah.
He knows the hell awaiting him.
Yeah.
I mean, if he learns from any mistakes of any failed freaking animation creation,
yeah. I think he'll do great. So
I'd hate to bring this
yeah,
up.
he
Sorry.
what?
But like the actors that played Chi-Chi was super excited for everyone to see Dragon Ball Evolution too. Like, she was really excited about the project, really into it.
Yep.
And doesn't always mean it's going to be good. I mean, think of it this way. Actor says the thing they're doing is going to be good. Of course they do. Right? Of course they do.
They're actors.
I know. Well, I've seen enough from voice actor posting and like seeing him actually dive into source material and like have all this shit.
Oh, yeah.
And just be like, he realizes what hell he's in for if he's been bullshitting about this.
Yeah.
Whereas, yeah.
And the thing is, a lot of people have to realize that at the end of the day, it's also out of his control. It's the showrunner that decides what happens with the show, not him.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. But he is really excited about it. That's a good thing. The guy playing Zoro has been in a lot of shit in Japan. He's been in a lot of shit in Japan. A lot of anime adaptations actually in Japan.
Wasn't he in Yu Hakusho?
The new one?
Adaptation? I thought he was part of that.
We haven't talked about that yet. That's coming up next. Not next, but it's coming up in a bit. But yeah, I have to look at him. He might be.
I think he got in because of that.
Yeah.
Might be mistaken.
But yeah. But so I'm excited. I don't know. Some of the set pieces, like the Going Merry and stuff, the set pieces they built look great. And like the bot, the bot, what's it called? What's
Baratier?
Baratier, yeah, Sanji's boat ship thing. The boat ship. Fucking boat ship.
You know.
Restaurant ship.
Red light.
Yeah, it looks great. So we'll see. Shini, have you seen One Piece?
No, actually, I have not, and I know
I'm
that's
going to
very.
burn you at the stake.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I know I'm gonna get burned for that one, but yeah, no, I have not yet.
It is a daunting task. It's a daunting task. I will
I
say that.
understand the daunting task, but the sooner you do it, the better.
It didn't take me long. I got sucked into it. I love One Piece.
Okay, so first season is you end on the Baratier, then it's Arlong Park. Like, within those 2 seasons, which is 24 episodes,
We
you should be sucked
There
in.
really aren't seasons in old anime though. They're not really seasons. Like, I know
No.
Netflix breaks it up into seasons, but like there really aren't seasons.
If
in
I
old
had
anime.
if I had to break it up though,
I think
it would be-
I think what they said is that this is like a 10 episode season, and it's gonna end at Arlong Park. Like Arlong Park is the end of it. So they're gonna do all the way through.
We try to break it down.
Yeah, they're gonna do all the way through Arlong Park in 10 episodes. And I'm assuming they're gonna be hour-long episodes, or about maybe.
Because every 3 episodes will have to be. First episode, obviously, Luffy introduction, the whole thing with that.
They'll be lucky to get 35
second
minutes.
episode.
So if we're talking
So
like
each
typical,
episode's an hour.
yeah. So they're gonna be hour-long episodes. So if we're talking,
Yeah, by that time there'll be like the commercials or ads. Or whatever you wanna call them, right?
not for Netflix. They're gonna be hour-long episodes. That's not gonna include ads or anything. It's not like network TV.
Yeah.
Like that's not how that works. But I'm
Okay, well, you got the intro, you got the song intro, and then you got the freaking whole.
if it has all that,
I don't know.
you know, it's gonna have a song, but
When
it's not gonna. Like I said, hour-long episode. That's perfectly fine. Like, and if you guys watch like internet,
Game of Thrones.
yeah, not Game of Thrones was on HBO though. I'm talking about like internet streaming shows that are just streaming. They're long form because they don't have breaks in them.
Lucifer is one of my favorites.
Like
all the the Netflix freaking Marvel shows
Yep.
when they were coming out. They were long form episodes. So like I can see Luffy and Zoro in the first episode. Right? The whole like
I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna lie. I did not know that Lucifer was part of the DC universe.
Sort of. It's Vertigo.
Yeah,
which was bought by
like
DC.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize he was even part of the whole DC thing.
Sorry.
Are we?
What?
Well, I'm on about the cop TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
That's DC.
Is
That's
it one on
part of
Netflix?
DC?
Yes.
Yeah, that's DC.
What?
Lucifer is a
Yeah,
comic
he was-
book, and it's Vertigo, which is owned by DC, and Lucifer even had a cameo in Legends of Tomorrow,
Thank you.
which is probably what you're getting at.
Actually, it wasn't Legends of Tomorrow. It
was Legends of Tomorrow.
Okay,
Don't-
it was
yeah, don't-
maybe it
don't-
might have been
don't
on, it might have been
argue
on their episode. It might have been on their episodes, yes, but it was like it was the whole Crisis thing.
Yeah, but it was the Legends of Tomorrow episode of Crisis.
Okay, I didn't realize it was
Yeah.
that episode. Sorry.
Yeah, because it was
The more you know.
because it was fucking Constantine. Yeah, they used
There's a whole lot like major freaking everything everywhere like with that fucking series like the Arrowverse. I love the Arrowverse.
I loved it
but
too until it just imploded to me. But like the crossovers were amazing. I love the crossover. They were the best parts of every season was the crossovers. I loved them.
yes, I agree.
But yeah, like but the fact that it's long form. So again with the Lucifer thing, it's long form. So
Okay.
I can see episode 1, Luffy meeting Cody. They go save fucking Zoro. That's all first episode, right?
Beat Buddy's ass and move on to meet
Then they go and
Usopp.
no. After that would
No,
be
no, no, no,
Buggy.
Buggy, yeah.
After
Which
Buggy would
which
be
would-
Usopp. After Usopp would be
because
Sanji,
They meet,
right?
yeah, because they meet Nami at Buggy.
Well, they meet. Well, yeah, Nami's on Alvida's ship. Remember? She's there since episode 1. She's kind of in the background.
Yeah.
So like,
Okay.
but they meet her at Buggy's. They take her to go. Is she with him at the Baratier? She is, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So they go to get Sanji.
Gets him there, I think.
Yeah. So they get the Baratier.
No one
They
can
get
fucking
Sanji.
navigate in that.
Then they go with Sanji. Wait, no, Usopp's first. Sanji doesn't go to Syrup Village. It's then it's Usopp, then it's Sanji, and from Sanji, then they go to Arlong Park.
Yes.
Yeah, and Arlong Park is after the Arlong Park they go straight to the Grand Line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which also begs another question. Best not fuck up Hawkeye.
Mihawk, fucking, what the hell's his name? It's not Hawkeye.
Mihawk.
Yeah. It's fucking
Yeah, no,
Dracula,
it is.
man.
It's nicknamed Hawkeye.
We had this argument before.
Hawkeye, Mihawk.
His name is Dracula
His
Mihawk,
title,
not
I believe.
Hawkeye. Hawkeyes. It's like a title, but his name is not Hawkeye. But it's Hawkeye. Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. You're right there. That's fine. But Mihawk, the fucking vampire. I swear to God, he's a vampire.
No.
He is.
Oh.
Anyway, but yeah.
And counts hard he is.
That's a lot to do in 10 episodes. I don't know. Like, obviously they don't have to do it all. They can take things out, and
Yeah.
the beats they have to do is they have to
meet.
meet everybody, right? We have to get Usopp, we have to get Sanji, we have to get Nami, Zoro, and then
To be fair, it is tight, but it'll keep it very action-packed and very much like ball rolling downhill.
oh yeah, I agree. They can do it. They can definitely
Like,
do it.
there is no stopping it.
And
Like, at the end of every episode, that's where the ball like hits the ball.
Oda signed off on the scripts, did he not?
That.
I'm pretty sure he
so,
signed
yeah.
off
I
on
mean-
the scripts. So here's the hoping. I just think, like, obviously Luffy's powers, the Gum Fruit powers, are a big thing. Has to be done right. And if we're doing Arlong Park, the Fishmen have to be done right.
Hey, be fair, even before Arlong Park, they got to do what's his name at Usopp's Island,
Who?
right? Justice.
Who? The sheep dude?
The cat. No, the cat.
He's just a person though with like sword
I
fingers.
know. But did the whole sort of swaying disappear?
Yeah, they may not do that though.
Slice everything up.
He may just be a
But
dude.
they have to.
They don't have to. They don't have to.
I know.
I don't know. Like, we're also assuming they're gonna
Hard.
direct page to screen it, which they may not do. So
Yeah, true.
I don't know, but we'll see. It's coming soon. I do not know when.
It's coming soon. I don't know when.
Yeah, is there a release date for it yet? Let me. Everything is TBD, right? So let's see here. Netflix One Piece release date. No, Netflix One Piece live action, bitch. I don't know. It's the production's done, so probably next year. We'll see. We'll start getting ads and commercials for it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So we'll see. But another thing that's going to be difficult to pull off in live action, but there's good hope because of a little movie called Detective Pikachu. So I don't know if you guys know about this. Netflix is doing a live action adaptation of the Pokemon anime.
I did read about that.
I heard about that somewhere. Yeah,
I say read. I saw it before. I had a quick look at stuff.
This
I'm concerned for it.
Oh, as am I. Those of you who don't know, I'm a huge Pokemon master. I'm a Pokemon master. I was gonna say nerd, but I'm a Pokemon master.
Yeah, so am I.
So I'm worried about this. I'm worried about Pokemon. I've wanted it for a long time. I've wanted it for a long time. And live action Pokemon adaptation. I didn't like that it was Detective Pikachu was the first one we got, but I really liked Detective Pikachu. And Detective Pikachu showed that we can have Pokemon and live action actors and make it work together. I thought Detective Pikachu worked.
I will say it does work, but it also helps having Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
It helped tremendously for me.
I love Ryan Reynolds too.
Yeah, as long as he's not playing freaking Green Lantern.
Oh, gross. We won't talk about that shit. But yeah.
It's passable. It's a passable for me.
But yeah, but like
only because of the funniness.
So all we know about this very, very, very early stages of development. There's a good chance this could get shot down, but it's being developed. But it'll be a while. But yeah, they are currently developing a live action adaptation of Pokemon. It is set to be an adaptation of the anime, which means it's going to be Ash Ketchum in the anime. So it's not going to be like a new kid in some new region. It's going to be Ash Ketchum from the original anime. So
I just hope they get his rival right.
Gary.
I want him to be an asshole.
Touche. I thought they did make an live action before Detective Pikachu though.
No. It never happened.
I mean,
There was a
it could be a
fan
fan-made thing.
fan trailer for one once. That looked pretty good.
Oh, that's probably what I
Yeah.
thought. Yeah, that's what I was excited for. But now, this new Pokemon, it's like, oh, I'm
I was
scared.
gonna say, the fans do a fucking fantastic job
do.
when it comes to those fan-made stuff.
Like they need to hire more fan makers.
People who love this stuff does help.
So, do you all know who Max Landis is?
Give me the name now.
Max Landis is a writer.
gonna say-
He's like a bad boy, sort of like edgy dude, but he's a writer in Hollywood. He wrote Bright. You know the film.
Love that show, actually.
The film where like Will Smith is a cop in a world that's like D&D fantasy, but like gritty real world, and like if like orcs and elves and shit lived in our world, that kind of that was really cool.
I haven't seen it, but can I be
not seen the
mean
second
for a
one yet.
second?
No.
What?
R.I.P.D.
All right,
Yes.
RIPD was great. What's it got to do with this?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I love that
It's
show.
it's a similar situation where it's just
How?
like,
Why?
well, it's a world with monsters in.
No, it's not.
It's not
kind of.
with no.
RIPD is like they're like demons from the afterlife. It's dead
the
people.
dead.
Yeah.
It's the dead coming to the real world.
Yeah.
Well, dead who refused to leave. But yeah,
Yeah. So like the Bright was about like
it gave me that very same.
yeah.
feeling.
It's like the world of like Dungeons and Dragons, but it evolved into modern day. So now we have like elves are like the high class, orcs are like the minorities, you know, and you've got like regular people who are like trying to fit in with all that. It's like it's a great idea. The film wasn't amazing, but I loved it.
I really liked it.
Anyway, Max
I'll have to
Landis,
watch it
the
then.
writer for that movie, wrote a script for Pokemon. He said it was awesome. It was about a boy who in Viridian Forest finds a coughing and like starts an adventure with his little coughing. It was a great story. He was really excited about it. He pitched it, and they turned it down for Detective Pikachu.
Yep.
I want to see that script that Max Landis wrote for a Pokemon movie. I want to see it.
Can he
Could
do a
probably find it
Deadpool?
somewhere.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, like
Just I don't know how it got there.
yep.
No idea why it's on the internet right now.
It might be if we dig hard enough for it. But yeah, but that never happened. But I'm really curious what Netflix is going to do. Like I said, it's early stages of development, so there's nothing solidified yet. So these kind of things can be dead in the water. So we'll see. Once they start doing any kind of solid production, then I'll be more convinced that it's going to happen.
It's really time will tell kind of thing.
But here's another thing that Netflix is doing. Another thing where they're trying to push the whole, like, we're going to lead this thing with Asian actors too, kind of like make sure that all the lead actors are Asian. They're doing a live action adaptation of Sword Art Online.
I just saw that when I was looking up stuff, and okay, I can see it working.
Yeah, I can too. I mean, it's like, you know, imagine just like Ready Player One with swords. Like, I mean, it can happen. Like,
Yeah, true.
I
true.
mean that just in the graphics
Ready
wise.
Player One, I adore Ready Player One.
Yeah.
For no good reason other than it's kind of my dream.
Right.
It's like, can I get that headset, please? I don't want that headset.
I think anyone who knows my opinion about Sword Art Online knows that there's only a couple things I want from this. It needs to be paced well, because the original anime is not paced well. Neither is the light novel.
It's literally the only problem with it.
Oh no, it's not, Solos. It's not the only problem with it.
Let's
There we go.
Biggest
let's
problem
not
with
go
it
into it.
is fucking
just had to.
Kirito. Kirito is the biggest problem with this show, and it wouldn't be as big of a problem if he wasn't the fucking main character. So that also needs to be tweaked a little bit. This
Had to bring that up, didn't you,
fucking
Solos?
bullshit ass can't fail pussy magnet fucking Gary Stu, who nobody can relate to. Yeah, let's make him the main fucking character. Anyway, I don't have any strong opinions about it, but
Not at all.
Really?
But yeah, Sword Art Online live action adaptation. Now I'm hearing that Alicization pretty good. I'm hearing that the movies that are coming out in Japan are getting pretty good reviews, if I remember correctly. They had that movie series that came out in Japan that's centered around Asuna instead, which I think is a really great idea.
Yeah, no, that sounds like it would work.
I haven't seen the movie, but they're apparently doing a lot of films in Japan around the whole Asuna-centric part of the story, or a version of the story, I should say. So yeah,
I mean, rich girl, sort of finding herself diving into a fantasy because her parents are overwhelming. Does make sense that would do well.
The way I look at that, the best thing about that, in my opinion, is that if you make Asuna the main character, then this stupid, everybody loves him, brooding, all dressed in black, can't do no wrong Gary Stu is just someone she meets in her story, and she's the main character. Then he can be an overpowered asshole. He can be the Sasuke. You know what I mean? Like, then it's fine.
Don't do that to Sasuke.
I'm just saying, like, he's not the main character anymore.
And
so
also, let's also just gotta note, he's not the Black Swordsman. Everyone knows who the Black Swordsman is.
And moving on, we're gonna.
Really, crickets? Neither of you.
Why are you all gonna be looking at me like this? I feel the eyes burning.
So
that's Berserk, the Black Swordsman.
I really do need to read Berserk. I need to read Berserk. I really do.
I'm going to shoot.
I'm
busy. I can't even get a gun.
I want to read Berserk. I do, but I'm just busy.
You know how much time gaming takes out of my life? Come on.
That's a great excuse. I will say that I love all the Guts songs I've heard.
Literally, all you gotta do, personally, which most Berserk fans should and will agree with me,
read the manga,
is watch the Golden Age film.
I'm just gonna read the manga.
3 films, just 6 hours.
The reason why I want to read the manga,
you'll get a good idea.
Yeah, the reason why I want to read the manga, because the manga art is fucking gorgeous. The art of Berserk is gorgeous. So wait, what did they do?
What do you mean? What did they do?
Well, with the manga, did they finish it or they just leave it hanging?
Manga is being continued by his team. His close, trusted team.
For those of you who don't know, Kentaro Miura, who was the original mangaka of Guts of Berserk, he died last year, unfortunately.
Yes.
Before it was finished, so that sucks. So it was a sad day, but yeah, they're gonna continue it, so that's good to know.
I don't know for certain, but I wouldn't be surprised if he had the whole entire thing in novel form, and they're just gonna finish it off.
That would be crazy.
It would be amazing if that's the case, because I know that's one series that I've been with for at least a decade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If not more. So I've been reading that shit for years and years and years, and I've never been disappointed in the art, the storytelling, how deep it gets. It's just it's phenomenal.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna read it eventually. But yeah, this Sword Art Online live action adaptation, it's not the one I'm super excited about. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with Sword Art Online because I do like this kind of, but I don't like to like it because there's a lot wrong with it. You know, like there's a lot just technically wrong with it. Like, it's not written very well. The characters aren't really written very well.
Okay, I heavily agree with that, but the thing is, it's so enjoyable to watch.
It's fun. It's really fun. It's even though it's frustrating to follow.
It's really
sometimes,
enjoyable to watch,
but it is fun.
My main thing with it is if they made the first season the Encrad, the whole castle in the sky section, that needed to be 3 seasons.
Hell yeah, they rushed. They jumped floors.
They literally just bunny hopped 20, 30, 40 floors, and it's like, what?
Or why? Or
the biggest hatred.
If you're not going to develop the entire thing, make it a shorter fucking game then. You know what I mean?
I don't understand what you mean by saying.
I mean, it's don't make it 100 fucking floors if you're not gonna write 100 floors. If you're gonna write 20 floors, make it a 20 floor fucking game.
Yeah, sure.
Or if you're not gonna write it, then just make it shorter. Anyway.
I mean, yeah. I mean, to be fair, writing 100 unique floors on enemies and everything all the way up.
True.
Does seem quite heavy.
Yeah, but
But
you can do it to where you
fair.
don't have to rush
It's
it.
very fair.
You can write it better
Yes,
to where you don't have to
exactly.
rush it and then like skip 54s. You know what I mean? Like it's just anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's my main thing. It's the pacing of it, which we both agree on. The pacing of it sucks.
But we'll see. We'll see. The last thing,
The Elfheim.
the Alfheim was horrible. Because
I enjoyed it.
no, because Asuna became a fucking damsel in distress the whole time. That's that like come on. How do you completely take a character that's badass as she was and make her a damsel in distress the whole fucking time? So Kirito has to go save her. Fuck that.
Okay, come on. Be fair.
No.
It works.
No, it doesn't. I disagree.
It does.
Make it someone else, not Asuna. Not after you build up how badass and independent she is. Now she needs to be saved. Fuck that. I hated that.
I completely understand it, but
Doesn't work.
it's her subconscious that's been trapped in a system that she has.
I don't
no
care how
control
you
over.
fucking
She can't-
bullshit it. I don't care how you bullshit write it away. Do not take someone that you spent an entire first part of that season building up as a badass and make her the fucking damsel in distress. I don't care how you technically write away the reasoning. Don't do that. That's horrible writing. That's horrible fucking writing.
Okay.
Make it someone else. Make it Lisbeth. Make it somebody fucking else. Like, not Asuna.
Anyone, like I can hear how much you're just like anyone. else.
Anyone else, really. Like, make it Kirito in the fucking cage and have Asuna save him. Fucking, I'm cool with that. Anyway.
That would have actually been pretty cool to see.
But anyway, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's written well. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But the last thing we're going to talk about is the one that I am super excited about and super nervous about because it is my favorite anime of all time. Yu Hakusho is getting a live action adaptation on Netflix.
Yes. I still have to finish watching that one.
You do because it's the best anime of all time.
I've not seen the film.
The film?
No, I've seen the trailers of it. Even sorry, I thought there was a live action film.
No. There's a movie,
There's a trailer,
an anime
something
movie
off.
from a long time ago. But there's a poster that came out with all the main 4 characters, and it looks pretty good.
Mm.
It's just like, I don't know. You know, One Piece is one thing, but my favorite anime of all time. Now, to be fair, Yu Yu Hakusho does have a lot of special effects in it, but not as crazy as like One Piece. Like, you got to have a ghost floating around, you got to have a chick flying on a broom, and you got to have like laser gun out of a finger, and a fucking energy sword like a lightsaber. Not a whole lot you have to do.
Yeah, I was about to say that's very light work when it comes to animation.
Yeah, exactly.
In this day and age.
I just, oh man, I don't know. Like, what are they gonna do story wise? Are they gonna go beat for beat for the manga? Are they gonna like? Obviously, the posters they show are Kuwabara, Hiei, Kurama, and Yusuke. So obviously, Kurama and Hiei are they're all together. So they're not gonna do the whole like, you know, are they gonna do Yusuke dies and has to get his life back in like the first couple episodes? Like, is it gonna be a 10 episode thing? How are they gonna do this? You know,
If they go, I mean, from what I've seen, because obviously I haven't seen it because we started reacting to it, so I didn't finish it.
right.
So I have no idea. But from what I've seen, I can see it working.
Oh, I can totally see it
show.
working. I just don't know if they're going to do it well. It is. This one is a.
Like,
Wait, go ahead.
to be fair, compared to most others, this is very grounded. Like,
kind of.
let's say, like,
I mean, you know,
and they deal with
there's a
spirits
baby who
and-
runs the afterlife, you know, and a kid who can shoot guns out of the spirit, you know, energy bullets out of his fingers. And
I get it. I
There's some
completely get
fantasy
it.
shit.
But for me, it's the whole. Like, okay, so I haven't watched the Bleach film, pure fact, because I adore Bleach and I don't want to hurt my like brain on that. But
I'm not gonna lie,
Yu Yu
I was
Hakusho.
worried about it. Bleach was really good. The movie was really good for Bleach, in my opinion.
I'll go watch it then. I'll go watch it. But it's got the same sort of vibe. If you see where I'm coming from?
I do.
The Bleach
It really
and
does. It really
Yu Yu
does.
Hakusho thing. So if the film worked for Bleach, as Shinigami said, then it could easily pull off Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, they can. I think effects wise, depending on what they do with Hiei might be the hardest one to do. He's the third eye. Doing the third eye is going to be hard to sell. Third eyes aren't easy to sell. Like you've seen the third eye in like Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. That didn't look very good at all.
No, they did kind of butcher that.
Now, if they do overly cartoony third eye, which I think they're gonna do, that could look kind of cheesy. If it's overly cartoony,
if they do mocap, it could work.
What do you mean mocap?
Mocap's expensive.
Mocap for the eye on his face?
Yeah.
Like all they have to do.
That's the thing, because when it comes to these big shows and films and everything, you won't be doing mocap.
Mocap is for like animated characters.
Super.
Like we're talking about animating an effect on his face.
But I think that's the problem though. Like they're superimposing said thing onto thing, so it's harder to get this like perspective right. But if they did a mocap,
but in order to mocap, they'd have to make the character entirely CG, which is still not on a TV budget. That ain't gonna work. What is just his face?
The entire character for that scene, literally just that scene.
Well, what do you mean? His eye, like whenever his eye comes out, so when he takes the headband off, he becomes CG. That would look like shit with TV budget. That would look horrible with the TV budget.
Maybe. I'm just spitballing. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to like CG stuff and like this mocap shit in general, like it's come a long way.
Gollum. But Gollum is a CG character entirely. That's what mocap is for. Mocap isn't for putting a CG thing on a live action actor. That's not what you don't use mocap for that.
I get that, but I mean, has anyone tested it? I mean, it could work.
No, if to mocap Hiei, he would have to be completely CGI. That's how mocap works.
But could also hut around. Okay, so you've got the whole recording of the actor's face. Then you could do the dots on the part which needs CGIing.
That's what. Okay, Soloz. Okay. I don't think I think you just don't understand how the process works. Like, yes, they're going to CGI an eye onto his head. That's what they're going to do. It's just probably not going to look good. It's going to be TV budget, which means it's not going to be the highest budget they can do. And with movie budget shit like Doctor Strange, it didn't look good. So I don't know what they're going to do. And it's also in Japan. I love Japan. Japan does really good adaptations of anime usually. This is a Netflix Japanese production, but they also don't have high budgets over there at all. So like,
I mean, to be fair, the actual Japanese Death Note adaptation looked fantastic.
Yeah, it's also
the trilogy.
It's also 20 years old.
Yeah. It's even better because it looked good.
Yeah, well, Ryuk for those.
How can you go backwards?
Ryuk was like pulled straight from the anime. Like he would just like superimpose from the anime directly to the movie. Like
he was very CGI.
Yeah, I just don't know what they're gonna do with Hiei because like I said, I mean it's a live action show, so they're gonna have to CGI that eye. I don't know how it's gonna look. I don't know if it's gonna look good. It's when you watch TV stuff like Netflix stuff, you have to excuse the graphics to an extent. Because they don't have the time to do it well. That's just the bottom line.
Could they prosthetic it?
They could. I mean, you could
You'd also save a lot of money.
You'd save a lot of money, but I mean, and then just CGI it glowing and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a way. I mean, shit, that's kind of like the old Star Wars method.
Exactly.
Like even with Death Note being as old as it is, like it was the best fucking Japanese trilogy, Japanese made fucking adaptation, whatever you want to call it. It was the best I'd ever seen of that, like from them, like pulling from an anime to a live action. Like that.
Death Note was really good.
Beautifully done.
I've not even watched it. Like I've just seen.
I had them on DVD when I was in high school. Anyway, so this is my favorite anime of all time. I'm going to watch it regardless. I'm going to watch it. I hope I don't hate it. I hope I don't hate it. I'm going to want to like it. I'm sure I'm going to have rose-colored glasses for a minute. and then later I'm gonna have to be like, is it really good though? I don't know, but we'll see. I'm excited though. I want to see this. I want to see it. I really want to see it.
Yes.
Filming began last summer. Are they done yet? It says filming has likely ended by now, which means they don't know much about it, so that's cool.
Which, yeah, based on post-production. Yeah.
Oh.
Editing, all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But yeah, I mean, just like video game movies, live action anime adaptations have been sort of cursed. At least in, the proper like Hollywood adaptations and stuff like that have been kind of sort of cursed. So hopefully this kind of breaks the mold a little bit. I mean, there's the exceptions, like
the only exception. I mean, the most recent sort of good video game to film thing that's come out is probably Uncharted.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't like it, although it was, from what I understand, enjoyable at least. But like
I did not
it's very enjoyable to watch.
From what I understand, it's like a cheesecloth thin fucking plot. Like it doesn't make as much sense as like it doesn't make much sense from what
actual game.
Yeah.
So
it's a game plot.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's a game plot.
I feel like even the game plots are better. Like I've heard some things about like how the story goes, like the third act and stuff, and where they find shit. It's like this makes no goddamn sense. But like, it's fine. We're not talking about Uncharted today. But my whole point was just that I'm hoping that we can get some good live action anime adaptations to get a ball kind of rolling. Because I was hoping Cowboy Bebop would do it, and I liked Cowboy Bebop, but everyone hated it. So that's another thing. Is I feel like anime fans are just gonna hate all this anyway. That's kind of unfortunate, as negative as that may be. Like I feel like anime fans are just gonna hate all of this, like because it's not the original. They're just gonna inherently hate it. And
maybe they're not true anime fans then.
I mean,
I don't know.
They would fight you on that probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We can start a war about that.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's all online.
But you know what? Anime movies that are not live action adaptations are usually a lot better. So how's that segue? Huh?
That's a good one.
Before we do the game, I want to talk a little bit about Dragon Ball Super Hero. I saw it a little while back, like when it came out. But God,
I literally saw it right before we started.
I'm just gonna start off right off the bat. I hate the 3D animation.
Really?
Hate it. I don't like 3D animation. When I grew up watching this shit in 2D, I don't like it. It's like I'm watching a video game cutscene for 2 hours. I got used to it, but begrudgingly.
I mean, I watched Ajin, and that's very tilty, but I got used to it as I watched it, and I was more than happy with it. It's very, like, sort of, the time it came out, it was very new.
Yeah.
And from what I watched of the film, redacted from where, didn't look terrible. They did a decent job of blending.
They didn't blend a goddamn thing. Like, it's completely 3D animated. They didn't blend a fucking thing.
It's a lot better than anything I've seen 3D'd. It's a lot better.
There was not much 3D effects that they put in there, unless there was, except for the actual fighting explosion kind of.
Not true at all. It's entirely 3D animated. I'm not sure what you watched.
No, okay, I'm not. Yeah. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it wasn't entirely 3D animated. I'm just saying the effects of it. Like, I didn't take any notice of it.
Here's the thing with 3D animation. I feel like there's a gloss on like 3D character animation.
There is. It's video game.
For some reason, there's always a gloss. Exactly.
Yeah.
But they made it work somehow.
I agree.
A lot better than what I've seen, because obviously, usually backgrounds would be 2D, and
you could actually see the
3D character moving around. It's like I said, like you said, it was very video gamey.
If it was like if it was a new anime and it was anime that was in 3D animation like Beastars, that'd be fine, because that's what I know it as. Dragon Ball, it is 2D. It's always been 2D. It's been 2D for 40 fucking years. And now I'm watching this whole fucking thing, all the characters I love in 3D, and it's jarring to me. I got used to it, but I didn't want to get used to it. I don't like it like that. The Broly movie looked fucking amazing.
if I may.
It had 3D.
You may. It had 3D in it for a second. The whole thing wasn't 3D animated, Solos.
No.
When the only 3D animation effects that I truly saw watching that movie was like when they were panning in on, say, Gohan, when he's freaking doing his power up, like they're going in from a very far distance, going right on up into him, and you can see like the whole 3D effects of everything around. But it's just that was really like, other than those moments, I never really saw much of, quote unquote, a 3D effect of it. It still seemed 2D to me, even though it was 3D.
That boggles my fucking mind that you couldn't tell that it wasn't normal.
I never said that.
First of all, don't yell at me.
You're
saying you don't see the 3D
I
effect. I don't understand what you mean by that.
I'm not saying I don't. I'm not saying I don't see the 3D effects. I'm just saying it doesn't. How do I?
Like,
it doesn't bother you.
Like I said, they blended it very well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There was 2D aspects and there was 3D aspects, and the way they blended it was a lot better than whatever I've seen since.
I didn't like it. I don't want anything else Dragon Ball to be fucking 3D. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't. We can fight about this all fucking night. I don't really care. I didn't like the 3D animation. I want it to be more like Dragon Ball Super.
Quake.
What?
Here's a task for you: read, watch Berserk, and then you go and watch Berserk 3D animated, and you tell me how much hatred you have for the Dragon.
I don't have to. I know how much I don't like 3D animation. I don't like it. I don't like it anytime I see it. I don't want to watch Beastars either. But the fact that Dragon Ball has just been thrown into 3D for one fucking movie, I hated that. Because I love Dragon Ball. Yeah, maybe they did this better than they did in other things. Sure, I'll give you that. I don't fucking like 3D animation. I didn't like it. Dragon Ball Super, the later animation of Dragon Ball Super, looks amazing. The Dragon Ball Super Broly movie looked amazing. There was one little sequence where they bust into like a 3D world. That was weird. But the whole movie was 2D. And it was gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous. This movie was fake looking to me. That's why I don't like it. It had a video game aesthetic to me that I got used to watching the movie, sure. But I don't want Dragon Ball to go that route from now on. I don't want that. That's all I was saying about that.
That's fair. I mean, that's very fair. I don't think it will either.
I hope not.
It's just recent 3D animation is becoming more popular because it's way cheaper to do. It's literally all it is.
It's cheaper now than it used to be. It's not really cheap to do like good spectacle effects. The biggest benefit of 3D animation.
Well, that's the thing. They're not going for good. They're going for passable.
Passable's garbage.
Solid and passable.
But the benefit of 3D animation is the 360 camera angles you can do. You can't do that in 2D. That's one of the benefits. That was cool. It was cool to see sweeping shots like that, tracking shots. That's really cool to do. But guess what? There were tracking shots in the Broly movie too during the fight. And it was 2D. It was a computer generated tracking shots of 2D animation, and it looked gorgeous. Gorgeous. I didn't like the animation. The movie I loved. I loved the movie.
I mean, the movie's passable.
I love the movie. You know why I love the movie? Because Gohan got his fucking due. He finally got his due. We were talking about Gohan earlier. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about his beast mode.
Okay, wait.
His beast mode.
That's what it's called.
Here's my question. What? Best part of the film.
Beast mode.
Apart from that.
No. Beast mode.
Okay, so second, who's the true villain?
True villain.
Well, I say true villain, but who's the real evil villain? Like, evil person in the film? This is a bit of a meme answer I'm looking for.
Okay, then you just answer it then. Who's the evil person in the film?
Piccolo.
Piccolo?
Yeah. This is the bad guy, kidnaps Pan, pretends to hurt her. He was pushing Gohan's buttons.
You suck so much.
Except
left, right, and center.
The whole like Supercell thing was stupid, but it was fine.
Yeah, I hate that so much.
One thing,
like I said, this film's passable for me, just cause of that Ultra Cell Max. Whatever,
Max Cell, yeah, whatever. Cell Max, yeah, whatever.
Cell Max.
But the beast mode Gohan gets his special. That's what I was talking about earlier about fucking Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct. Gohan gets his own unique special upgrade. Beast mode shit.
Yeah.
He has like red eyes, kind of like the Super Saiyan 4 eyes. You know what I mean? Like he looks dope.
That's all I could think of.
I'm a very emotional person. Now, obviously, we're ignoring Piccolo's like orange mode. Piccolo Orange or whatever they call it.
We are.
This is true.
Cool as it is.
It's cool. The way he unlocked it is stupid. He wished for it. That was dumb. That was stupid. Let Piccolo unlock a new mode. Why can't you let Piccolo train to unlock a power? Why not?
Why did you bring
To be fair,
the Dragon Balls in?
All they did was just unlock his potential. I mean, it was there. He had it. He just had to unlock it.
But don't wish for it. I want him to fucking...
No. Correction. He wished for his potential to be unlocked. Shenron gave him a bonus on top of that.
That's what it was, yes.
Fair.
But that's the thing. I think just don't bring Shenron into it. Like, hey, I've been training and I was waiting to reveal this or whatever. Make some epic ass reveal moment.
It was actually Shenlong.
First of all, Shenron in English, not Shenlong. It's Shenlong in Japanese, Shenron in English. We're not going to fight over the different translations.
I thought when they recreated the dragon on the Earth, he was given a different name.
Shenlong is the Japanese name. It's from Journey to the West. Shenron is what they translate it to in English. It's Shenron.
Oh god, now I feel like such a noob.
It's fine, but
it's okay. Reaper did as well.
Yeah, that's very true. Fit right in. So
you're gonna put me on Reaper's level, okay?
Well, you know more about Dragon Ball than Reaper did, don't you?
Yeah, I was gonna say you're on Quake level of Dragon Ball ish.
I mean, come on.
Probably about three
those are fighting words.
below.
Those are fighting words right now. We will.
Yeah, I was gonna say
we will do Dragon Ball trivia. Me and Shini head to head if you want. You know.
Let me just justify it. You're about 3 levels below Quake. Is that about right?
I don't know. We'll see.
I was gonna say 2.
We'll see when we do we're gonna
3.
do the trivia. It's confirmed now, so we'll see. We'll make a video about that later. Anyway,
yes, indeed.
Actually, we haven't. I did a Naruto trivia against Pressful, and spoiler alert, wiped the fucking floor with him. But we've been talking about what we're gonna do next. Who am I gonna go up against next? And I guess right here, right now, I think I might want to challenge Shinigami to some Dragon Ball trivia if he wants to do it.
All right.
Well, damn.
Challenge accepted.
Right. We will set that up at some point. But it was cool. I think it's cool for Piccolo to have a power up. I always wanted to be for like a super Namek form when I was a kid, and he just got overshadowed. Like that's the thing about Dragon Ball is that the Saiyans started rocketing past everybody else, and everyone else just stopped mattering. Like Tien and Krillin and all, they just stopped mattering. And it sucks. Like, it was cool when they got moments to shine. Like, the Tournament of Power was cool. Master fucking Roshi showed out in the Tournament of Power.
Oh.
Yo.
Yes. Fucking just taking out left, right, and center.
That moment. His final Kamehameha. I cry. That little speech he gives. I
know.
I can't lie. My knowledge of a tournament is
very low.
Great. It's the anime rap cipher.
Oh, motherfucker, we're watching it. I'm making you watch it. That's it. That's ridiculous. It's too late. It's been too long. But yeah, no, he has an awesome moment in Tournament of Power. So much so that Beerus gives him respect. And Beerus doesn't give a fuck about anybody. So like that was badass. Yeah. But yeah, like it's cool to see the other characters shine, but Gohan getting that fucking beast mode, and what it always, the father relationship that Piccolo has always had over Gohan. I've always loved that.
It is true.
I've always loved that.
Yes.
The relationship between Gohan and Piccolo, I've always loved that because like obviously Piccolo originally just steals Gohan to like train him to fight Goku one day, and then like becomes dad. You know what I mean? Like, but. Gohan has always sort of like idolized Piccolo. He dresses like Piccolo. The first thing Gohan started doing a lot in combat was the Masenko. It wasn't a move from Goku. It was Piccolo's move, right? And what does he...
Okay,
Go ahead.
I was about to say, brain scrambled. It's Super Cannon Beam.
So instead of letting me bring it up just now, you had to cut me off and say it first? Is that what you're trying to say?
I was just asking.
Okay.
I was making sure.
Well, I was about to get there, asshole. So let me get there. So what does he do in the movie when he gets his super beast mode? He does the fucking special beam cannon. The Maken Kosapo, or the fuck it's called in Japanese. The fucking that part when it shows him and he's got his fucking his fingers on his head charging up, I cried like a little bitch, man. Like a little bitch. I cry really easily. You all know this. But I cried.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I cried like a bitch. I was like, oh my god, he's doing the special beam cannon.
I was like, I'm
Got
not
very
the
emotional.
greatest Dragon Ball fan. I think the last time I watched it is past like after GT, but that got me
Oh
a
my
little.
God.
I was like, oh god,
It was
like that makes so much sense. I saw the blue
Yeah.
as it zoomed into him, and then his fingers were on his head. I was like, oh no, they didn't.
Yeah, he sounded like,
I was like,
is this really
He
happening?
cracked.
Oh my god.
Yeah, as soon as you saw fucking Piccolo get fucking hurt the way he did, he just cracked.
yeah.
And because like
And
his
that
Super
animation
Saiyan
of
2
the
moment,
line.
the Super Saiyan 2 moment when he's fighting Cell, he beats Cell with the Kamehameha, which is cool. You know, it's the turtle hermit
Yeah.
move. It's Goku's signature, right? But
Yeah.
beating Cell, this new
Goku
version
and
of
his
Cell
sensei.
with his dad's move, that was badass. I love that. His real dad's move.
Yes. His, adopted dad will say. Right, so
Real dad.
Yeah.
Piccolo.
Yeah,
Even I will say real dad.
Piccolo's
Yeah.
definitely his real dad. Come on, like, come on now. It's his real dad.
Come on, he's trying to tell his kid to spend more time with his kids.
Yeah.
The whole like throughout the film.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Fine.
Go
you
spend
got me
time with
there.
Pan. Goku wouldn't say that. Goku will never say that.
No, because Goku didn't spend time with his own kids.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, Goku would go pick up Pan and fucking do it himself anyway. Wouldn't even say a thing to Gohan.
Where's do you see Goku in this movie? He's off training off world.
Yes,
He ain't around.
you're right. He is.
That's
I still saw him there.
I kind of do
That's my point.
enjoy the fact they just left both.
Oh
of
hell
them
yeah,
out of it.
that's a great idea because they show
them.
they
away.
show you Broly. They show you that they're training with Broly. Cool, like hey, Broly still
Yeah.
exists. He's still part of this, but like we're gonna leave the gods out of it and let these side characters shine and save the world for a moment. Like, and it's badass. And I'm telling you right
Exactly.
now.
Although
Go ahead.
my biggest problem is how brain dead Maxell is.
Yeah, he's just a big hulking.
Well,
my biggest
ogre.
problem.
He's just a
Hey.
obstacle for this new
Yeah.
form to
But
overtake.
there's a reason for that though. It's like
I
freaking
get it.
Doctor
I get
Doctor Hato freaking warned the guy that if he did it too early, that was exactly what was gonna happen.
They had to because if you complete that beast and he has all the cognitive power of Cell, but he's stronger, these guys can't beat him. Like that's just not gonna. It's not gonna work. Like it's just gonna be too.
I
I totally agree.
I get that. I'm a sucker for like an evil.
It wasn't
villain,
written
sort of
that well.
Frieza
Yeah.
I know.
You know.
I'm a sucker for like a Freezer villain where he just sort of like he's not a mastermind, but he's got a brain on him at least.
Totally agree.
not the biggest fan of Brain Dead.
No,
Big
I
monster, I'm
completely
gonna
agree. I
smash
completely agree.
it.
That was like the weakest part to me. But one thing I do like is that this now has officially made it so that the one constant through line villain of all of Dragon Ball is the Red Ribbon Army.
It's true.
The Red Ribbon Army was in the original Dragon Ball. Red Ribbon Army came back during the Android Saga in Dragon Ball Z. Red Ribbon Army came back in Super now, and the Red Ribbon Army came back in Dragon Ball GT with Super 17. The Red Ribbon Army is the one constant through line of all of Dragon Ball.
Speaking of original, the one thing I was gonna mention while Soloz took his little bricky poo.
Fourth wall. Go ahead.
What do you mean?
I don't edit this. I'm not an editor.
You're not an editor.
Oh, that's an inside joke, Shini. Anyway,
the one thing that they kept, they brought back from the original was freaking Piccolo going giant mode.
yeah, that was cool too.
That was
Piccolo
cool.
getting big.
That
He
was
hadn't done
really
that
cool,
since
actually.
Dragon Ball.
Exactly.
I also like
OG.
how, I also love how he sort of was like, Oh yeah, no shit, I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
God, I can do that. Like back when I was evil. But I love
Right,
it.
yeah.
Now here's one thing. Okay, so let's talk about Dragon Ball GT. So let's say it's the 90s. Let's say I'm downloading Japanese Dragon Ball GT episodes on the internet on LimeWire. Let's say that's happening, right? Or
Right.
back then it was
Well,
Napster,
LimeWire.
I think. Shit. Anyway, let's say I did horrible shit like that as a kid.
You never use uTorrent?
Not back then. Not in the 90s. It wasn't around.
Yeah, we're gonna say hypothetically. Let's say we
Yeah.
did this.
So one thing I always wanted was when they were fighting. You remember when they were fighting the evil dragons, right, in Dragon Ball GT? And then Goten and Trunks are like, "Hey, we should fuse." And then Goku's like, "No, don't." And I'm like, "Why?
Mhm.
Like, I want to see adult Gotenks. Why? Let them fuse." No, me and Vegeta are gonna fuse because we're we're the important people. You can't fuse. You did that once, and it was like, meh. What? Like it was just go.
You say, you've done it multiple times and fucked it up multiple times. We don't
I
trust
wanted
you.
to see Gotenks. I wanted to see adult Gotenks, and I finally get adult Gotenks, and they make him a fucking joke.
Yeah, they really did.
He fucks. They
just
fuck
had to
up
go
the
and-
thing, and he's fat Gotenks the whole. And he's a fucking punchline the whole fight.
Although
Literally.
it was funny when they literally said the one time a fusion fuck up was useful.
That is
True.
yes.
hilarious.
That's true.
Yes.
That was fucking hilarious.
I want adult Gotenks.
I'm sure you'll get him proper soon enough.
Go just go Google fan art. You'll find
I
it.
don't need fan art. I want
there's one-
canon.
there's not- yeah.
And one
Yeah,
thing I will say
no,
too is that the Dragon Ball Super anime is coming back.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure they're
they
doing
are.
the Moro arc, which was the next arc in the manga, right? So I
wouldn't know,
want to see them continue on from this point. I want to see older Gotenks and Trunks. I want to see Pan getting older. I want to see Beast Mode Gohan and Orange Piccolo. I want more of this.
I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, we would have to start leasing licenses for people to make like canon stories for characters behind the scenes.
Maybe, but like.
Which, I mean, it would be a cool idea.
Like, I don't know, but I just, they've got so much manga to do for the Super anime. Like, they teach me with this awesome shit that I don't think I'm going to see for a while in the anime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they'll throw a movie. They'll probably throw another movie out before we even get the next.
That's the
Super.
thing. We may only see this, advanced part of the future in movie form now, which it's cool, but I need to see I need Gohan to matter again. You know what I mean? Hashtag make Gohan matter again. Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
Hashtag
everyone
adult.
lost their
fucking
shit over
Gotenks.
this film, didn't they?
What?
Everyone lost their shit for Gohan. Like, he actually
yeah.
goes glow up.
Hell
moment.
yeah. People lost their shit. Bro, I cried over this. Like, people lost their shit about this. Like, it's
Bruh.
overdue.
Bruh.
Literally.
I could send you multiple reasons for you to cry. Let's not
I
lie.
cry too much. That's fine. Just don't worry. I need to be medicated. Like, I cry really easily. Let's just be honest about it. But like, I like crying. I love it.
He needs to get... His eye ducts need, like, singeing a
Eye
little.
ducts. Oh, Dobby style? They
Yeah.
don't even know my name. Anyway.
Sorry.
Not the Dobby I was thinking of.
Dobby is free.
Yes.
No.
Master gave Dobby
Okay, so My Hero Academia, Dobby. House Elf,
Yes.
Dobby. Dobby.
Dobby.
Dobby.
Dobby.
There's
Yes.
Dobby,
Dobby.
and there's
Dobby.
Dobby.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
the first thing you say Dobby when it just pops in my head is first House Elf. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean,
But it's slightly pronounced differently.
Dobby?
Slightly.
Yes. Yes, you're absolutely correct.
Dobby.
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 Okay, we're getting off on a tangent here, but yeah, it was a great movie. Like, besides all those little things I was talking about. Oh, also one small little thing. So when Piccolo goes to Gohan when he's like studying for something, like what's he doing? He's preparing for something.
Yeah. He was studying the ants glowing gold.
New ants which turned gold. It's like, do these remind you of Super Saiyans? You dumb fuck. Snaps fingers.
Why was he wearing his weighted cape and shit?
Because he freaking Piccolo freaking just summoned
No,
him.
he
I was gonna
didn't.
say Piccolo literally. No, he did.
Yeah,
Piccolo
he did.
snapped his fingers and
Well,
put
it was
the
more
weighted
of a
gear
like
on him because
projected
he was like,
on.
I'm okay. I don't need to train. And he snapped his fingers and then literally made him like kneel to the ground because of the weight.
Yeah,
of
pretty
it.
much.
Was
Yeah,
I
you forgot
looking
how
away
heavy
when
that
this
thing was.
happened? I don't remember that part.
You must have.
Yes.
Dude, I'll send you
Yeah.
the
I
freaking
just
picture of it,
remember
or
like
actually-
Yeah.
just looking at him like, why the fuck is he in his weighted clothes?
Because he's like, Gohan, have you like? He's like berating Gohan on like you
Yeah.
need to train.
when
And
he's supposed to go
he's
pick up
like,
Pan.
No, I'm fine. Yeah, that as well, yeah. And yeah, I know he just like snaps
Okay.
his fingers and like teleports his cape. and
That
shit
makes
onto him,
sense.
And it just drops him to the floor.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I just like I guess I missed that
You
part.
blinked.
I
You
blinked and missed
'cause
it.
I'm not gonna lie. It's
That was a
about
very
3
long blink.
seconds.
Yeah, and they
It's about 3
remember just
seconds.
thinking,
You
like,
like rubbed your eyes or
my
something.
brain just clicked like, why
Maybe
the
you
fuck is he
yawned.
in his weighted clothing? He doesn't like what he's. But anyway, I guess that makes sense. So there, that's cleared up for me.
There we go.
You're welcome.
So final thoughts on superhero.
9. I give it a 9. Fucking
6.
delicious.
I'm gonna give it.
I will slap you with a fish.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 7.5 on the Richter scale because of
I know exactly
the
why.
fucking beast mode.
3D
beast mode
animated.
blow up. I can't give it an 8 because of the 3D animation. I can't.
I can only give it a 6 is because he doesn't use Kamehameha. Otherwise, it would be maybe
I'm
a
glad
5.
I
he did
like
more.
that he used the fucking makasapapapasapasapatapatapata instead.
That word. Yeah.
That's what I mean. That, like the only reason it's a
Rinkosapa or
6
whatever.
is because he did that.
Oh, so the only reason it's that
Okay.
high, you mean? Oh, I get you.
Otherwise, it'd be about 4.
Oh, I get you. No, I can respect that because it's not the best Dragon Ball movie ever. But the thing I like so much about it is the fucking, the thing that Gohan gets a glow up. That's that overshadowed a lot for me, a lot.
Here's the thing with the Gamma thing. I was expecting like Gamma, Omega, and Alpha clones or androids even
Yeah.
weren't there.
But there, yeah, it was just Gamma 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that.
I was kind of disappointed in that.
I think they're interesting
I was
characters.
expecting like at least 5.
That's nothing. Is I kind of hope. I hope
droids.
that Gamma's recurring. Like he's part of the crew now. Like that kind of seems like what's going to be.
Yeah.
Like-
No. I kind of expect Gamma 2 to be
Re-
wished
or
back.
rebuilt. He's just built.
Um,
right?
Like,
No,
Yeah, I was
wished
gonna say,
back.
Okay.
If
well-
you have to rebuild him, he'll have a whole new conscience.
Oh yeah, that's true.
no,
Like they can't
okay.
save it, so they have to wish
That's
him
true.
back
That's true.
if they
No,
want
no,
Gamma
okay.
2.
What I thought was gonna happen instead of him just floating off and disappearing in little particles, I thought they would rebuild his body. Like his consciousness would obviously stay intact, but he would be rebuilt in his
Yes.
body.
How would his
That's what I
consciousness stay
thought was
intact?
gonna happen.
Because Thingy would probably have it on a backup drive. We
Oh.
can just go into that.
Yeah,
but
but
let's not.
either way, I just look. Gamma's a cool character. We don't need them both. I think it was kind of a smart move to kill one of them off. I honestly, just to be honest with you, we don't need both of them.
Oh, I think they killed off the wrong one. I mean, I think it was
I don't.
the number 2
Yeah,
should have.
Gamma 2 is a fun one, but
Yeah.
that's why I think if they're going to do anything, they'll wish him back. Or Gamma 1 will wish him
Maybe.
back.
Well, let's see what happens. I guess the only time
Like I
will
said,
tell, right?
I think the only time we're gonna get any continuation of this part of the story is gonna be in another movie.
Yeah, superhero 2.
Maybe. But yeah, I enjoyed it. For the most part, it
Superhero
wasn't perfect,
reward.
but I liked it. Just
Yeah.
please,
Like I said,
please, Toei
I-
Animation,
I
please,
give it a loose.
no more 3D. Please, just no more 3D.
You're not gonna get your wish.
Actually,
You have to find your own
curious-
Shenron for that.
okay, I'll have to do this after. I have to find out who did the 3D. Because there's one director I know who likes doing, I say like, but he does 3D and he fucks it up. And if it's the same guy who's done Berserk, I'm not surprised.
Wasn't
Saying
it just Toei that did it?
Yeah, but they'll have like a director, and the director has some leeway.
The
Never
director
mind.
doesn't animate.
Director, subdirector.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just sub-directors, like the freaking animation director, or
It's
whatever.
like,
you wanna
how
call
should
him.
we do this? Let's go 3D. Let's go 2D. You know, that sort of conversation.
Is a Japanese
blend it.
computer animated martial arts fantasy adventure film. Okay. Directed by Tetsuro Kodama. Produced by Toei Animation. And written by Akira Toriyama. Did I know that? Did I know that Toriyama wrote this?
I don't know.
I don't know, did you?
I don't know. If he did, I'm sad.
You don't like that he wrote it? You sad about that? I knew he designed Gohan Beast Mode. I knew he did that. Because even though he wasn't involved in Dragon Ball GT, he designed Super Saiyan 4. So, like, that's... But
Super Saiyan 4, still the best Super
Yes.
Saiyan. I don't care what anyone
I'm
says.
going to agree with you. So you don't have to fight me on it.
Aesthetically, like, pleasing? Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Even aesthetically, it's just the best. It makes the most sense to me.
Honestly, I think freaking Ultra Instinct was
That's
my
not Super
personal
Saiyan.
favorite.
No, that's not a Super Saiyan
Yeah,
form.
the-
That's
anybody
extra.
anybody can achieve Ultra Instinct if they train hard enough. That's not Super Saiyan. It's not a Super Saiyan form. That's what we're saying.
Yep, you can
No,
say what you want.
you're absolutely right. It's just I'm allowing your words to beat into my head.
But yeah, yeah, I enjoyed it. But you know what, guys? We're coming
is
to a
that time.
close. So you know what that means, right? Soloz knows what it means. Shini doesn't know yet, but Soloz knows.
I'm learning.
It's time for the game portion of the podcast, everybody.
It's time to do.
Yay!
We're gonna be playing Nerd Rating. Soloz might remember this game. Here's how this is gonna go. Every round, I'm gonna give you a category of anime or a group of anime, and you're gonna tell me who. We're gonna take turns on who goes first in each round. Which one you think is the highest rated by the fans? Does that make sense?
By the
Yeah.
fans? Okay.
Yep. Okay.
So, because Shini's first, or his new, I should say, we're going to let Shini go first in round one. Round one is Mobile Suit Gundam anime. So, Shinigami, of all of the Mobile Suit Gundam anime, and I could find 29, which one do you think is the highest rated?
Like which episode or
Which anime? There's multiple animes of Mobile Suit Gundam.
There's 29
find, yes.
different types of Gundam
For
anime.
instance, there's Gundam 00, Gundam Wing,
I've only ever seen Gundam Wing, so I wouldn't. Oh God,
Gundam,
I don't even know the
Gundam
names of
Seed.
them all.
Yep. Welcome.
the original Mobile
Welcome
Suit
to hell.
Gundam.
Welcome to hell.
I've heard of different variations, but I've never really looked into them. Oh fuck. So I'm just gonna fucking go and say 00. Fuck.
00. Gundam 00 is Shini's guess. Solos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying Gundam Wing because I ain't got a fucking clue, and that's one I heard you say.
Gundam Wing. All right.
That was the only one that I actually saw a few episodes
All right.
of.
Like, it's the only one I recognize as well.
So, in 13th place, with the rating of 7.71, is Gundam Wing. Which means Shini wins. In 4th place, with a rating of 8.12, is Gundam 00. The first highest rated Gundam anime was Mobile Suit Gundam, The Origin, 8.34 on Mal.
I'm
Wow.
calling it audible. I'm calling
Are
it
you?
audible because I don't do back.
I don't either. That's why I
do
thought it
back
was a great thing to start with.
I hate you. Fuck you.
All right.
I looked out on that one. Okay. All right. One.
Round 2. Shini's taking the lead already. Solos, you get to go first in this round, and this round is Digimon. So of all the Digimon anime, which one do you think is the highest rated?
Digimon, Digital Monsters.
Can I have a... How many are there?
10.
Can
Yeah,
I get
sounds
a
about
list?
right.
You want to?
Can I get a list of?
You have a computer?
No, you cannot look this shit up.
5 random.
No, you do not have a computer.
No, that's
I
cheating.
don't want to hear you guys looking anything up during these games. Yeah.
I'm not even touching my keyboard whatsoever. So
I'm gonna say, can I get 5 random from that 10 list?
Digimon Adventure,
3.
Digimon Tamers, Digimon Savers. There's the newest Digimon Adventure that just came out a couple years ago, and the Digimon Frontier.
Digimon Frontier.
Frontier, which is for those of you listening, it's the 4th Digimon anime where they turn into the Digimon themselves. That's Digimon Frontier.
Mm-hmm.
So Solo says Digimon Frontier.
I fucked up.
Shini,
I fucked up already.
what do you think is the highest rated?
I can't remember the name of it. I want to say it was the third
The
one.
one, Digimon Tamers, the one where they are in the real world. And
Yes.
That one. Yeah.
Yes, that one.
All right.
Yeah, you won.
So, in 4th place with a rating of 7.15. After this break. I'm just kidding. Digimon Frontier, which means in 2nd place, Digimon Tamers has a rating of 7.63. Shini's running away with this. The number 1 rated Digimon anime with 7.77 is the original Digimon Adventure.
I love Digimon.
too.
I just don't know what the flying fuck their names are. I haven't watched it in years. Like,
I just know them, but I just
20,
know them by like the
nearly
little
20
You
segments.
can just say like the original, and I'll be like, okay, that one. Or you can just say like, you know, like you don't have to know them like,
yeah, but
Yeah,
mean,
like
but
I know
mine
them
was-
as the segments.
yeah, but I can't say the one with Gumon.
there's more than
Which one?
one, but I'll
can't say it.
assume you mean the original.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then
The first
then
time you see
what I would say is,
Agumon
do you mean
in the
the
real
original?
world where it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I would say. But all right, Shini's running away with this.
Yeah.
Shini, you get to go first again
Bitch.
in round 3. In
Alright.
round 3,
Catch me if you can.
ironically, is Pokemon. So of all the
Okay.
Pokemon
Bill,
anime, which one
built
do you
this
think
to destroy me?
is the highest rated?
I am going to say, the one with Mega Evolution series 8, I think it was.
Well, Mega Evolutions. Now there are 2. X and Y and X, Y, and Z.
X, Y, X, X, Y.
X, Y, okay.
Or- yeah.
Solos. Of all the Pokemon anime, which one do you think is the highest rated?
Okay, say that but slower.
Of all of the Pokemon anime, which one do you think is the highest rated? As if we haven't done 2 other rounds of this game. And you don't already know what we're doing.
I know, but it just sounded like you were going down a fucking slippery
Oh, it sounded like
slide
so
and-
the game you think
weren't
the game
stopping.
rules changed. I get it. So what's your answer?
No. I'm saying you said it as fast
What's
as fuck, you bitch.
the answer?
Um,
Once I say Pokemon's the round, you know the rules. So go ahead and give me your answer.
I don't know, Gen 6.
Gen 6 is
Come on, it's
the
not
one
my-
that he just chose. Gen 6 is the X and Y one. So you're going with the other Gen 6 one, X, Y, and Z?
Yeah, sure. I don't know Pokemon.
All right.
Goodness.
So in 3rd place, with a rating of 7.31, it's Pokemon X and Y, which means in 1st place,
As fucking if.
X, Y, and Z with 7.65. Solos is on the board.
That's a dumb luck fucking
That is
answer right
dumbest luck as it
It
gets.
really is.
Dumbest luck as it gets. He's
Quake
not
should
winning, but he's
know.
on the board.
Quake knows my knowledge of Pokemon past Gen 3 is non-existent.
Exactly. The
I
funny
love
thing
the
is, if
Call
you had just
Freaking-
said the original, you would have still won because that was 2nd place. Go ahead.
I don't give a fuck. It's like I'm gonna push the boat.
So Solos, you get
Anyways.
to go first in round 4, and round 4 is the Fate series.
Mm.
So of all the Fate series anime, which one do you think is the highest rated?
I mean, how many are there? 5?
7.
Fate 2. Whatever 2 is, because I haven't followed the Fate series.
Fate 2? You're gonna have to tell me what the fuck Fate 2 is.
Come on out, timeline
Look it up.
wise.
Fate anime.
in the timeline, what is Fate 2?
Series in order. Fate Stay Night was the second. No, that's not it. Fucking. No, not Order to Watch. Not Watch Order. Watch Order. Watch Order and Chronological Order. Here we go.
Okay, there you go.
Chronological Order. So.
Did I somehow mind break?
Hang on. So Fate Stay Night. It looks like Fate Stay Night and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Let me find out which one came first because those are the next ones it says. So.
Okay.
2010. So Fate Stay Night. So Fate Stay Night looks like it is the. Let me see. Hold the fuck on. Let me look. God damn it. Why you gotta make it complicated, Solos? Well, everyone came second.
Because it's Soloz.
Bitch, because you done this to
All right.
yourself.
You know what? I'm the game master. It's Fate Stay Night. We're gonna go with Fate Stay Night. No. So.
Okay.
You're going with Fate Stay Night. All right. Good.
Because Fate is not some shit I've watched or. Yeah.
I've seen Fate Stay Night and Fate Night. Yeah, Fate Stay. Yeah, 0.
Meant a bit bad.
Yes.
So Shini.
0.
You going with 0? Fate 0?
Yes.
All right.
So, yeah.
In 4th place with a rating of 7.3.
Right.
That.
So Solos automatically loses this round. Next round.
Sorry.
So 4th place is Fate Stay Night. You lose anyway. 1st place with 8.45 is Fate 0. Shini is
Let's
rocketing
go.
away with this shit. Rocketing away. So.
Where do you live again,
Rocket Man.
Shini? I got a shovel. I just want to dig a hole.
For
near your
yourself,
house.
sure. Go
Shini, you
ahead.
get to go first.
No.
You get to go first in the round 5. Round
All right.
5
Bring it on.
is Magi.
Is what?
Magi.
Oh God.
You don't know what Magi is?
I have no. I can't say I've heard that one.
You haven't heard of Magi at all? There are 3. There's Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic. Magi, the Kingdom of Magic.
Mobby. You said Mobby.
And Magi, Sinbad no Boken, the Sinbad one, the pirate one. So,
Those are in order.
order? Why would I give it to you in order?
No.
No.
In release order? I don't know. I never seen Magi.
Release order,
Um,
chronological order. No.
I'm gonna.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna go with number 2.
Which one's that?
Whichever the second one was that you said.
What?
Kingdom
was
Kingdom
okay.
one.
So Magi, the Kingdom of Magic, is what he's saying.
Yes.
Solos, what do you think's the highest rated one?
It would be Magi, the Legend of Sinbad.
You think that's the highest rated? Okay.
Yes.
So coming in dead last in 3rd place is Magi, Sinbad no Boken, or The Legend of Sinbad, with 7.81. Magi, the
Are
Kingdom
you sucking
of
a
Magic, is the first, the highest
fucking
rated,
dick?
8.24.
Let's go.
Are you sucking a fat
I'm not
dick?
at all right now.
Apparently you are, Solos.
Damn.
No, my world just imploded. That
Solos, to win, you have to get
wow.
all of the next rounds.
So if I win this next one,
If you win this next one, you
Okay.
cannot lose.
Okay. I need 10 seconds.
Why? You gonna
1,
drink?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Digging a hole.
All right.
Hole.
Round
Easy.
6.
Digging a hole.
Did he leave? Where'd he go?
I think if I took a grab a drink.
Grab a beer to see if he can win this.
I think it's more like grabbing a bottle of freaking hard, like just he's gonna chase that shit.
I'm back.
Round 6.
Yeah, and how drunk did you get?
Soloz. Round 6. You get to pick first.
Okay.
Round 6 is Yu-Gi-Oh.
Ooh. Yes.
So of all the Yu-Gi-Oh
Just drop
anime,
now, good sir. Just drop.
which one do you think is the highest rated?
The OG.
Now, when you say OG,
Yugi?
do you mean the
I heard
literally OG or the OG that we watched as a kid? Duel Monsters. Because the original OG, not a lot of people in the English-speaking world saw.
Why do you have to do this to me? Why do you have to split him?
Did he drink?
What?
Because
Did you drink? So the OG that we grew up with, Duel Monsters, or the OG?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Seto Kaiba.
So the Duel Monsters, the one that we grew up with, the horrible 4 Kids one.
The
Duelist Kingdom.
Then again.
I mean, what's your final answer, man?
He say.
There's 8, by the way, Yu-Gi-Oh anime.
Yeah, that I'm aware of.
Okay, I'll go for season 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever the flying fuck that
Why do
is.
you guys do
I
this
have
to
no
me?
clue what his name
Why
is.
do you do this to me?
No. That is not OG. You want OG? That's Duelist Kingdom.
No, OG. Well, Duelist King. Well, okay, the OG. Okay, so the OG Yu-Gi-Oh, like the Duel Monsters one. Yeah, there's seasons, I guess, but that's all one thing. Like I'm like Duelist
okay.
Kingdom, fucking
Okay, sorry.
all that.
I didn't realize. Like when you say like G things, I was
Different
like,
anime,
okay, so
anime,
seasons.
not like
Yeah, I know. It just shit's changed since then, so my brain does that.
So like, do you mean like GX? Isn't
I know.
GX the next one? Isn't that the second one?
I'm okay. No,
No.
I'm sticking with
GX
OG.
is like the fourth.
Oh, yeah, I see. I don't know.
I'm sticking with
OG.
OG as
You
Bad as
GX is the
the
4th
dub
series.
did.
We're gonna talk about that after this round. All right, Shini.
yeah, as bad as the dub is the OG.
Shini, what do you think the highest rated one is?
I'm going Battle City.
Battle City's part of the OG.
Ooh.
I personally don't consider that. But
No,
okay.
it's the same anime. It's the same characters. It's the same anime, Shini. I'm talking about different anime.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
That cat from Puss in Boots going, oh, you know.
And then you're just gonna get a slap in the face with a fish.
That's why when you said GX was the 4th one, I'm like, no, it's not.
Um,
We're looking at this differently.
GX is definitely not the one, like second one. I know that.
But I thought it was.
No. I'm gonna look this up real good if once we're done here, but I'm just gonna go.
Once I get past this.
I'm going to say segment 6. The sixth anime. I can't remember what it's called.
Segment 6. You gotta tell me you guys can't do this shit to me. Give me the title of the goddamn anime.
You want me to look up?
No, I want you to
not?
tell. I
Because
want
I'm
you to
not
know what you're goddamn fucking telling me. You like
cannot.
what is it?
I cannot. I can't look at my computer. So how can I?
5Gs? Is it GX? Is it fucking Zexel? What do you fucking? What's your answer?
I'm gonna go 5G.
5Ds.
But yes. Whatever what he said. Yes.
Okay.
Slap you with the fish.
Coming in second place with 7.41 is Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. First place is Duel Monster with 7.46. Soloz, you're still alive. You are still alive.
This is how the game works. Because I hang on by a thread.
You get to go first, Shini, in round 7. Round 7. Yep. is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Fuck my life.
There are 5 different anime, 6 different parts. The first part, the season 1, quote unquote, is the first 2 parts. Then there's part 3 is the second one, part 4 is the third one, yada yada yada. There's 5 different ones. So
I'm gonna say number 4.
no, part 4. So
Yes.
season 3 or whatever, part 4.
Yep.
So Diamond is Unbreakable is what you're going with.
We'll go with that. Yes, Diamond, because Diamond is best.
All right. Solos.
Are free.
Stardust Crusaders.
Mm-hmm.
In
I don't watch it.
in third place with a rating of 8.26. Stardust Crusaders, which means Shinigami. Diamond is Unbreakable is in second place with 8.5. You are the winner. The number 1 rated one is Part 5 Golden Win, 8.59. Shini, he's got 5 points, which means no matter what, he can't lose, which means he is our champion. But we're going to go ahead and do what I like to do when someone wins early and finish the game. Just to see what would have happened.
Thank the death god.
Bury your children.
So round 8. Bury my children. Cool. Round 8. We're going to let Solos go first.
Solos.
Round 8 is Zoids. Do you remember Zoids, Solos?
Oh god. Fuck, where are they from again?
So there's Zoids Genesis, Zoids Fusor, Zoids Wild, Zoids Wild Zero, Zoids New Century, and Zoids Chaotic Century. I used to love
I'm
Zoids.
just gonna go with New Century.
New Century.
'Cause I don't.
Shini,
I have no
what do you
fucking-
think the highest rated
Zoids
Zoids
idea.
is?
I'm gonna say 0.
Wild Zero? Okay.
Yep.
So Solos would have won this round with New Century at 7.32. Wild Zero is the bottom of the list at 5.94. So
All right.
the final round,
Shini. I've not seen
round
that.
9, the final round. There are
Yep.
23 options in this one.
Oh dear God.
Suck my big schlongy schlong.
You get to go first, Sheeny.
Why?
Round 9 is Studio Ghibli.
The fuck is that
fuck.
shit?
What did you
Yeah,
just
no.
say?
That just sounded like Studio gibberish.
Studio
is all I heard.
Ghibli. Have you never heard of Studio Ghibli? What are they teaching children in
no.
Canada?
Ghibli. It's
It's
Ghibli.
not
you
Ghibli. It's Ghibli.
fucking illiterate.
It's definitely Ghibli.
illiterate
It's totally
shit.
Ghibli.
It's
No,
Ghibli.
it's
no, it's
gibberish. Fucking
It's Studio
gibberish.
Ghibli.
It's Ghibli.
It's Ghibli.
I'm just gonna go and say number 13.
We're not doing it that way. I don't know how many times I need to fucking tell you that.
We can't. We.
Do
Yeah,
you
we
think
can't
I
do
know?
that way.
If I don't even know this.
No,
fucking
the problem is you
name of the
do.
fucking anime.
You do.
No, I've never heard of it.
Ghibli.
I've
No, no,
never
no,
heard
no.
of it.
Okay, no.
No, everyone let me
Heard
control the
of-
podcast. Thank you very much. Everyone calm down. I'm pretty sure you've heard of Ponyo, My Neighbor Totoro, Castle in the Sky, Princess Mononoke, House Moving Castle, Spirited Away. All of these animated movies. Kiki's Delivery Service.
Give me a
that
freaking
one?
anime character to look at. And I
You've
might
never
know
heard
it.
of any of these
Sure,
fucking movies?
but
What are they teaching kids in Canada? Are you serious? You've never heard of Spirited
They
Away?
Probably. It's not hitting my brain though. So I'm sorry.
Parents get turned into
This
a
hurts
pig.
my feelings a little bit.
I'm
Yes.
sorry.
You already won, but I mean Studio Ghibli Solos.
I mean, can he get an automatic?
I've heard a lot of
loss
people.
'cause of
No,
this?
that's not how it works. Solos, sorry, you already lost.
I mean,
Studio
mean,
Ghibli
I mean,
is
Okay, why do you got to do this to me though? Okay, I'll just go Spirit of the Wild.
Hayao Miyazaki, great animator / director, does all these wildly beloved anime movies. They're world famous. Spirited Away was one of the first ones to actually have like Oscar recognition in the United States.
yeah.
Cool. That's what I'm going with. Spirit of the Way.
Solos.
Howl's Moving
It's a
Castle.
great one too. So in third place, Sheeny, you already won anyway. How's Moving Castle? Spirited Away obviously is number 1 with 8.79. But yeah, so either way, Sheeny, you won. Sheeny, we need to get you watch the Studio Ghibli movies. We need to make that a thing. You have to watch these movies. Yeah.
I'm sorry, we are going to beat you with a stick.
No beating necessarily, but we need to watch Studio Ghibli. Like I'm almost excited that I get to show this shit to you. But like it's fucking wonderful.
I got a boner right now.
I have a boner. I have an erection. So, Shini, you won the game on your first episode. How do you feel?
I feel actually quite ecstatic. Everyone, thank your death god because we do you a favor.
There you go. So, Shini, for winning, you get to recommend something for Soloz and I to check out and review for the next episode, which is what we did with Kill la Kill. So,
which can be anime, manga,
whatever you want to
manhwa.
I'm going to have to say, hold on, let me see if I can.
Now you can use your computer.
It's probably. I'm just gonna go off my list here. I'm gonna. You guys probably seen it, but Rosario Vampire.
Oh, I will rewatch Rosario Vampire with a smile on my face. Have you seen it, Soloz?
Damn, it's been a long while.
You know what? Let's watch it again. I'm cool with that.
I haven't watched that.
Let's rewatch Rosario Vampire. I'm cool with that. Yeah.
I haven't watched it in like 10 years.
It'll be a nice recovery for me. I love Rosario Vampire, but
yeah, it's a good one.
Another anime, by the way, that deviates from the manga. By the way, quite a bit.
I mean, it reminds me of what is it? Kibi Vampire.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yes, and it's it's got similarities. But
the vampire has nosebleeds instead of blood.
Yes. But yeah, so we're gonna check out Rosario Vampire for next week, and that'll do it. We did it, guys. We came back. We made it. We shook all the rust off. Episode 16,
hey, bitches.
Or episode 1 of season 2, maybe. I don't know what you want to call this. Is in the books. So yeah.
We'll call it episode 1 season 2.
I'm gonna say we had a nice 15 number, so season 2 makes sense. Season 2, episode 1, season 2.
So Shini, where can everybody find you on the internet, man?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Shinigami420. Double I
at the end. That's Shinigami with 2 I's at the end. 420. Yes. Everybody. And Twitch, check him out. Great streamer. He does video games. He's a good looking guy too, so he's not hard to look at. So let's go check him out. And you got a Twitter handle?
Yep, same thing. You'll find me anywhere. Shinigami 420.
Shinigami 2 I's 420 all over the place. Discord everywhere.
He's always blazing.
Soloz.
You know me. I'm at UK Soloz on Twitter.
That he is.
Nothing exciting. I just post art and have a fun time.
Yeah. And I, as you all know, Count Richard Quake on YouTube, Count Richard Q on Twitch, Twitch on Twitter. Look at me not getting my shit right. Twitch.
I'm a Twitch.
Twitch.tv/Count Richard Quake. Cause I stream every Sunday. Do reactions to come check me out. And yeah, guys, that'll do it. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out at Nerd Base. I have been Count Richard Quake.
Shinigami 420.
And I've been Soloz.
And we all hope you have a seismic day.